Good. I'm here. Right.
Are we live? Hello, everyone. Welcome. Oh, what was that? That's fine. Cool. Good start. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming. Who have we got so far? We got Vicky Styles. Hello, lovely to see you again. Hello, unobtainable potato. Continue to be unobtainable. We love you. Samantha Ecclestone. Fancy seeing you
Good.
here.
I'm here.
Richard
Right.
Moore. Hello, Blizzard friends. Hello, back to
Are we
you
live?
as well.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome. Nothing witty to say about that name. Victoria Bliss, hello, lovely to see you again, and Jonathan Moore as well. Both sets of the Moores here. Fantastic. So, yes, welcome to another episode of Blizzard Comedy's broadcast Avalanche. In the news this month, multiple Five Guys employees have been fired due to refusing to serve police officers in Alabama, leading for the outlet to be rebranded as simply Guy. Historian David Starkey was dropped by his publisher after controversial claims that slavery was not genocide because there's still a lot of black people alive. Many people considered this to be racist, but Starkey was quick to apologize and said categorically that he is not racist, as some of his favorite slaves were black.
Oh.
I probably should have put that one a bit later. That's pretty. Beauty of live streaming. Boris suggests that bankers of all people deserve applause for making the NHS possible. Rumours that he also thinks we should clap for coronavirus, anti-maskers, and the Tories themselves for demonstrating just how important the NHS is to have is yet to be confirmed. Face masks are now mandatory in supermarkets to ensure the safety of the staff and fellow shoppers. Some ex-Conservative Party members are sceptical that this is just a way for the government to oppress the people by taking away their identities and their freedoms, which is, of course, bullshit. And also, if you've been behind the government for the last decade after austerity, Windrush, and repealing improvements to the Gender Recognition Act, yet only when they suggest people wear masks to stop the spread of potentially fatal disease do you expect them of oppression, I don't think you quite have a grasp of what oppression actually is. Acclaimed transphobe J.K. Rowling doubles down on being a transphobic piece of shit by threatening legal action against the children's news website The Day for implying that her transphobic comments, which were transphobic against trans people, were in fact transphobic. Mere weeks after signing an open letter, in fact, in favour of free speech and open debate, which, as we all know, is achieved by threatening legal action on poorer independent publications than you, writing about how your transphobic views and transphobic words are actually transphobic. Thank God for Russell open and fair debate. Where would we be without people like Rowling battling cancel culture by silencing independent journalism? What a transphobic cunt. The House of Lords calls for immediate regulation on video game loot boxes, stating that if it looks and feels like gambling, it should be regulated as gambling. Game publishers disagree that loot boxes should be classified as gambling, stating that gambling, by its definition, is a game of chance where you pay money for a chance to get more money back than you paid, whereas video game loot boxes take your money and shove it up the self-absorbed arseholes working at Activision, and they might change some of the pixels in your video game if you're lucky. Actor Halle Berry was set to play a trans man in an upcoming film despite not being trans or a man, but withdrew due to backlash. I'll be honest, I've not got a punchline for that bit, but I would like to take this opportunity to remind you that J.K. Rowling is a transphobe. Kanye West announces his presidential bid where he takes an anti-abortion stance, suggesting that to discourage abortions, $1 million should be given to the parents of every unaborted fetus, making him simultaneously the least and most left-wing candidate in this year's presidential election. We don't want you to have any abortions, but you can bet your ass your child will have an appropriate level of welfare fund to give them the best chance in life. And finally, universities have been told that they have to show a commitment to free speech if they wish to have access to government funds for a bailout after loss of income due to the coronavirus pandemic. If it helps, I'm currently working at a university, and I've called J.K. Rowling a transphobe about 20 times so far, despite her indicating that she doesn't like to be called a transphobe. But, facts don't care about your feelings, so if you're looking for a free speech advocate in a university, I'm your not man. Welcome to the show. Let's see, have we got any more people in? Fantastic. A lot of action going on here. Just waiting for Thom to finish his piss. Thom, have you finished your piss?
What? I'm right here.
Yeah. There we are.
Sat down.
Fantastic stuff.
Are we all on screen at the same time?
You are currently not on screen. No, it was just I wanted to respond. I wanted to respond to that comment.
Did you just wave? Did you just wave despite not being on screen at the same time?
Beautiful stuff. Well, Andrew waved at you, and when he is on the screen, I'm sure we can get him to wave again. Anyway, let's the teams. As ever, I am joined by the ever delightful Kirstie Summers and the sometimes all right Thom B.
All right. I love you, Jonny.
I love you. On Kirstie's team tonight, we are joined by the LGBTQ New Comedian of the Year 2019, Charlie George, and Nigel Farage's worst enemy, Raul Kohli.
Yay! I was gonna applaud for you, and my hands were full. I'm sorry, gang. I've let you down already.
That's absolutely fine. I'm assuming everyone at home is clapping their arms off. I was going to say arses off for that. It's very different connotations. On Tom's, I mean, they may also be doing that, knowing our audience. On Tom's team tonight, we have the Lolshevism darling Bobbie Jones and Tom's partner in crime and possibly sex, Andrew Marsh.
We don't have.
Can we all wave? Can we all wave like it's the Brady Bunch?
Yep. I have no idea who's on screen right now. Wonderful. So, Thom, how are you doing?
I'm alive. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. No, it's all right.
That is an improvement from last month.
Yes.
So, what have you been up to since we last saw you? I hear you've got some Social Distance Warriors shows coming up.
Yeah, we've been doing Social Distance Warriors more and more. We've got our next one coming up this Thursday with our first doctor, Dr. Emily Sparks, who is also a comedy circus producer.
Exciting.
We have Philip Simon and Dr. Strongarm's Miss Harmonious Orchestra as our musical guests. So it should be very fun. We're doing plenty of those. We do a weekly next week as well, so that'll be fun.
Exciting times. And it's every Thursday, is it?
Every Thursday as of this week, yeah.
And is that on, is YouTube you stream to, or do you stream to Twitch?
We stream to YouTube, but we're probably going to be trying to do Twitch as well, because we've been playing dumb games on Twitch, and it turns out they like it when you do lots of stuff on Twitch. So
fantastic. Well,
it's a learning curve.
Thank you very much for joining us again. And Kirstie, hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, all things considered. Yeah, I'm having a good day.
Good. How has your month of July been?
I have attempted to. So basically, for my whole life, I've started things and just left them. To the extent that last year I started like customizing some trousers that didn't fit anymore. But they were too new to throw away. And then what I did was, they're still not done. I've just cut a big hole in them and then not bothered to do anything. I've moved house like twice and I still never bothered to do anything with these trousers. And then like a month ago, I'd decided in the middle of a night, completely sober, so I don't even have drunkenness as an excuse, that what I needed was to order 10 blank snapbacks and some embroidery thread.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you?
And when they arrived, I forgot what I wanted to put on them, but I've like wasted money on them now. So I've decided I'm going to do stuff, and I've actually finished some, right?
And here's some you made earlier. Yeah.
Here are some I made earlier. So this was the first one I did. Right.
Oh, love it.
So like, I wasn't sure how it was going to come out, and the curvy bits are a bit shit. But in my defense, I did not bother Googling how to make the curvy bits not shit. I just guessed my way through it, and you can't really tell from a distance. And then I went with something a bit like a lot more straight-edged characters, but more letters. So then I had that one.
Love it.
That's my next one. And then a friend of mine told me that she really liked the hats that I've made so far, and that she wanted one. So I've made this for her.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, I like how it's got that primary school S.
It does.
It's so much easier to stitch than one with curves.
Well, yeah, because you just do 3 lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will also point out she did ask for that to be what I wrote on her hat. So I'm not the biggest dick in the world, but that's what I've been up to this month. I've made those 3 hats, and I've done nothing else that matters.
Fantastic.
I still think you should do one that says a cap. Like
I will probably, because I have 7 more caps to customize. Not fucking clue what I'm doing next.
If you would like to submit a request to Kirstie to design a snapback for you, you can donate to our PayPal or our Patreon, and maybe we'll look at it and do it. This just needs to bring up the PayPal. Thank you for joining us again, Kirstie. Raul Kohli, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm all right, Johnny. How are you?
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm doing absolutely wonderful. What have you been up to this month? You got any exciting projects on the horizon, or anything you'd like to have done in the past?
No, not really. Yeah, lots of things I'd like to have done in the past. Like maybe plan for a pandemic ruining my whole life and career. I haven't really come to terms with that now. Like for the past few months, I've been like, oh no, it's been fine. I've readjusted. I'm doing loads of online content, and like I'm investing in shares, and I'm working out different ways to recalibrate my income. Was how I told myself I was doing it. But really, I mean, when I look at the income properly, I've just got a bunch of new hobbies. Do you know what I mean? I've put out some YouTube videos. I'm terrible at video editing. I'll get like £12 a month from that. And I've got like 30 quid invested into like Facebook and Alibaba. And I'm like, yeah, maybe this isn't going to work out. Maybe I'm going to have to look at it from a different angle. But it was nice, pretending to myself that I had things going on. And I still get away with like literally, 7:45 on a Monday night, and I'm literally still in Sonic the Hedgehog. So
that is more money than I've ever earned. Yeah. Fantastic stuff. So you say you've been doing some online content. What is that on YouTube? You've got that? Or?
Yeah. Got a lot of videos on YouTube and on my Facebook page. They all get uploaded there, and Instagram as well if you're on it.
Fantastic. I believe we've got all those links in the description below if you'd like to check that out.
I really enjoyed your poo video as well, actually.
Oh, thank you very kindly. I should have got a teleprompter for that one, but yeah, they're good. The content, I'm just still adjusting. So as I say, I've got lots of new hobbies. Like the teleprompter that I have got, the curtain over it's literally just a towel.
Okay, wonderful stuff. And I believe you also still got some of your podcasts on the BBC iPlayer. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. That podcast, which has now all been paid, so I can't really get any more money from them unless I told them ransom or something. But yeah, that's on iPlayer. Go check it out. Check out my Patreon first because I need your fucking money.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So if you did want to listen to that, feel free to pirate it. Raul's not getting any money off it. It's all good. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us. Charlie George, it's lovely to see you. How are you doing?
Hello, hi. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah. Okay, if you're wondering if this is my vibe, it is my vibe. So there's a world map behind me, and during lockdown, I've been getting to know some other countries.
Oh, yeah? Which other countries?
Because my geography was always bad. Well, I did actually used to have a pen pal in Micronesia, but sometimes if I'm feeling a bit sad or down on myself, I just cut Russia, feel more powerful. I highly recommend getting a world map. But yeah, you didn't even ask me what I've been doing, did you? But I told you.
Wonderful. I mean, that was going to be my next question, so you've jumped the gun there. Some top lockdown tips from Charlie George there. Yeah, we're really excited to have you on the show. We were gonna have you headlining our show in May, I believe. Obviously, that got cancelled, so it's lovely that we're able to have you on our show in some capacity. So yeah, have you got anything that you'd like to share with us? So yeah, any links that we've already included in the description, but just for the sake of the act, tell me about it like I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah. So I have a Ko-fi account, which is really weird. It's a funny way of spelling coffee. And I love coffee. And my landlord loves money. So I started the Ko-fi account when all of my gigs went, because I'm no longer a headline act. I'm barely a support act. But I do little bits of writing and stuff. But I have been on Universal Credit. So I thought, how can I still find ways to be funny? But I'm not. I'm quite new to stand-up. So I do have a Ko-fi account, and you can donate to that page if you like, and it is going to go to a fund to help me get a new place because my landlord wants this place back. One of his many properties. Yeah, I do like personalised letters. I will write you a funny letter and I will send it to you in the post.
Oh, that's really nice.
Based on some information that you give me, and you permission me to do that. I can also write you some fake news that's much better than the news that Donald Trump talks about, but it's also fake news. Yeah, so you can check out my Ko-fi thing. It's just a Ko-fi, and then it's like /Charlie George. That would be really nice, because I was actually meditating right during lockdown. and I tried to change my sheets at the same time, and I started a small fire. Now, there is a hole in the carpet, and I've singed a bit of the wall. Now, I do feel my landlord is going to hold my deposit, and I've decided that it's not safe to relax anymore. But yeah, so all donations welcome, but no pressure if you can't.
Wonderful. Yeah, if you'd like to make a donation, the link is in the description below. Thank you very much, Charlie. Who else we got? Bobbie. Bobbie, lovely to see you again. How are you doing?
Hello, nice to see you all.
Wonderful. So, Bobbie, you've not been doing a great deal with your Lolshivism night over lockdown.
No,
but, it is a very lovely night. So, tell us about it.
It's very lovely. At the moment, we're not having any kind of online content. I have recently returned to Leeds and been reunited with the other organiser, Rosie Dent-Spargo. She might be watching this right now. And we put up a picture on the Facebook page a few days ago, and it got 110% more insight and hits than anything else. So at the minute, we're not really selling a comedy night; we're selling a friendship. So it's a friendship that everyone can share in. But yeah, hopefully we'll be doing some kind of content. Maybe it might be mundane content, but it's still there. It's not going to go anywhere. We'll eventually get revived,
Lovely stuff. Well, if you're a fan of content and things that exist, please do support Lolshivism. Yeah, I've done the night there. It is really lovely. So if you are in and around Leeds when the nights start up again, I highly advise that you check them out. Thank you for joining us, Bobbie. And last but not least, we have Andrew Marsh. Hello, Andrew Marsh. How are you doing, Andrew Marsh?
Hello, I'm all right. I'm going to use Charlie's tactic of just talking whatever the fuck is going on behind me.
Go for it.
There's a mirror. See the mirror there? There's a scarf. And then this life, this presence here, that is the ghost of whichever of Harold and Kumar has died. None of them. Neither of them. Wait a minute. No. Cheech and Chong. It's the same thing. It's just updated. We all know it.
It's not the same thing at all. Does not a Cheech and Chong go to White Castle?
I don't recall Cheech working in Barack Obama's cabinet.
No, he's more a Trump one. Really.
Maybe that's where he went wrong.
This is
Chong wasn't on How I Met Your Mother.
That you know of. You might have been in the back, Where's Wally style. This is the only show I've been on where I can also watch the Football League playoffs while we're talking, so that's awesome.
I am very grateful that you are giving us your full attention, Andrew. Thanks very much for joining us. How are the playoffs going?
I'm giving it's 0-0 after 4 minutes between Cardiff and Fulham.
0-0 after 4 minutes. Terrible.
I'm giving you my 98% of my attention, Jonny. So
fantastic.
I am
fantastic.
And spirit.
I just can't wait for halfway through a round where Andrew will just sort of go, yes, get in anyway.
So I don't even care who wins. Why the hell am I watching it?
Just really doesn't want to pay attention to this.
Yeah, that's valid.
Well, I'm turning it off. It's off.
So we're getting 98% of your attention, Andrew. That's fine. Our motto is, of course, fuck the 2%. So we're on that note. Let's start off with the show. So our first round is no context. I need to get the pictures ready to send you because I'm fucking organised. This round for regular viewers, of course, we'll be showing the panelists a picture from the news this month, and they have without any description or context with it, and they have to try and work out what news story the picture is associated with. So I'm just gonna. Oh, I'm hearing noises. Is that? There we are. There we are. Found it. Cool. Give me a sec. Right, I'm sending this over now. I think, or maybe not. Do you know what? I was so impressed that that we didn't have any other technical hiccups at the start of the show that I just forgot to prepare everything else in the show. So yeah. Just do that, Sam. That's what you're here for. I don't know why I'm stressing you out over this. But I also can't remember what the picture is, so that's fun.
Anyone do any hold music? Well,
Of all of the things I've prepared for this show, I'm literally surrounded by props for later games, and all of my instruments are in the other room.
What instrument?
Right, okay, I've sent over the first. I've sent over the first picture. Sam, it's the one that isn't Nigel Farage. Spoilers.
Oh.
Have you put the Nigel Farage? Right, okay, we'll do that one first. It's fine. There we are. Cool. So completely ignore the one I've sent you.
All right, so this is Nigel Farage with a pint.
I mean, yes, but that's not cool. That's not the news story.
Nigel Farage hasn't had attention in a while.
Nigel Farage chills out with Boris Johnson after a really relaxing Fox's Day speed dating. I don't know.
Is this the newest member of Wiley's rap crew, Roll Deep?
Is it old fascist gentleman takes you on a lovely date?
No, it isn't, Bobbie.
POV.
Oh.
Our eyes met over the gammon.
It's a beautiful pineapple ale he's got there.
Oh.
Can I just point out how off does his pint look there?
I don't know. It looks like the pubs have reopened and they've just given him the barrel that's been down there for 5 months. Just like fuck you, Nigel.
He's managed a lot of it, if that's the case.
Given how off the pint looks, it's still the most attractive thing in the picture.
It looks slightly supernatural, like it's been superimposed or photoshopped in. Maybe originally he was holding like a sword or something. Fight against COVID.
Is it just me or does Nigel Farage dress like your science teacher at parents' evening?
Like he's really trying to pull your mum, yeah.
Oh, he is 100% trying to pull my mum.
Oh, God.
He's trying to give it a long extension.
He looks like he's advertising or talking about the health benefits of drinking your own urine whilst being incredibly leather-skinned and red. No.
He does. He looks like, despite lockdown, he's like had a week in Turkey or something, doesn't he?
He did. He went on holiday.
Abroad is slightly correct. Yeah.
He had to come back to the country and then tweeted. This might be the story, and I've just jumped the gun. But didn't he come back to the country? Immediately tweeted a photo of him having a pint on the day they announced you were supposed to quarantine if you came back into the country, and everyone got really excited that he might get arrested for doing that. But obviously he didn't, because he can do what he fucking wants. He's a rich old white man.
I'm going to give you that because that is close enough.
Cool.
Yeah, this is a story about how. He wasn't arrested, but this was reported to police.
It would have been nice if he had, though.
It would have been nice, yeah. So this story about everyone's favourite racist, Nigel Farage, being reported to the police for rushing to the pub on the first day they opened after returning from America without quarantining for the required 14 days on arrival in the country. What a penis. Okay, the next one, which is the picture that isn't Nigel Farage.
Yeah, that's what makes him a penis.
I mean, the picture does look a bit like, I don't know, like a 50-something-year-old divorcee's Plenty of Fish profile.
It does.
50-something. I don't give him that much credit. 50, he's like 60 odd, isn't he?
Also, I'm not sure if he lives with that whoever's taken with the picture, but they are very close to him. I don't feel like they're distancing properly.
Maybe they've just got a really good zoom on the camera.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, really good zoom.
Isn't he? Can I just say, as much as I don't like Keir Starmer very much, Keir Starmer is a year older than Nigel Farage, and I would just like everyone to know that.
Oh, racism just withers you away. It's a well-known fact.
What happens when you know Tim Martin too well? You just start aging.
Wonderful stuff. Okay, Sam, can we get the next picture up, please? No, that is okay. Everyone, what do we think? What do we think this one is about? Did I send you the wrong? Right. Okay. I'll send this to you now.
Is it the one with the granny?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you got that, Sam? You need me to send it to you. You've got it. Cool.
This is the news that the Queen's speech this year will be directed by Ken Loach.
This is the news that someone's dug up Robin Williams and dressed him as Mrs. Doubtfire.
Is this young people pretending to be old so they can get booze?
Yes, it is. That's.
All right. All right. I got the point. Do some more jokes now.
I was going to say, Tom, you're supposed to let people make jokes before you jump in with the answer, because we've been told off for this before.
Yeah, but I am so rarely right. I needed to get it in.
Wasted.
You were very excited about being right. But the thing is we used to just hang outside the Londis until we find someone who looked like they were going through a divorce, and they would find us. Like, you could be 11 and they would just be like, yeah, go on then, what have I got to live for, you know?
I think the picture looks like the story of like an MBE for the oldest worker at CEX.
Oh god.
It's the Red Bull that's throwing me off. It sort of looks like that, or like, I don't know, Jay or Silent Bob's mother trying on a new face mask.
Is that genuinely a young person in that photo dresses? They don't. That's really good disguise.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing. So, yeah, this is from a piece about a TikTok trend in which underage people are wearing face masks to hide their age in order to get get served alcohol. This was printed in the Mirror, which was using it as a very much kind of anti-mask piece. But I watched the video and like they're wearing a prosthetic face and wig. I think that's the main thing that's tricking people, not the face mask. The face mask is just hiding like the mouth, which would be the most fake bit of it. So
which mask is wanky? You know, that's so meta.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Also, like if anything, I think these people should be commended for wearing 2 face masks in shops, so they're mitigating the risk even more. So yeah, let them have their booze. Fuck it.
And I would say they 100% deserve like the booze and also like the number of a film studio that will hire them as a makeup artist post-lockdown. Like they don't even need to finish their GCSEs; they can just have it.
And you are right that the mask isn't news, because with this amount of prosthetic, it's basically just like teenagers are using masks to dress up like Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Wonderful stuff. So at the end of that round, both Kirstie and Tom's team have a point each.
I'm sorry, I really ruined the fun. I just really enjoyed being right.
That's absolutely fine. Okay, next round is breaking news. This time we're going to give each team the first line of a news story without telling them what the actual story is, and then they have to carry on the story one line at a time. Points are given for entertainment, accuracy, and just who I think looks nice. So let's start with Sam. Do you have a preference as what team I start with? Kirstie's team, right? Kirstie's team. Okay, your first line is. And we'll go Kirstie, Charlie, Raul this time. Well, your first line is Kanye West has been incredibly active on social media over the past few weeks. As he continues his campaign for president, he is also continuing to spill some behind-the-scenes secrets.
I'm really sorry. Like Kanye West says such ridiculous things already. Behind the scenes secrets of Kanye West's run for president. He's currently trying to outbid all of Donald Trump's original campaign team to see if they'll defect to him for the 2020 run.
What's up, Charlie?
He's created a new font, but it turns out it is just another version of Comic Sans. So Comic Sans are but like a melted version of Comic Sans. And Comic Sans team are actually suing him.
Right, Raul, that's you.
How the fuck did this get to this quickly. He is putting in a counterclaim against the Comic Sans team. Printing libel about his enjoyment of fish sticks.
His primary argument for why he did not steal Comic Sans the font is that he'd never seen it before. He legitimately came up with it himself. It just happened to be exactly the same.
He's now being held in a detention centre where he is forced, like Bart Simpson, to repeat many, many lines of his calligraphy on a wall until he proves that he has had an original thought.
Oh, Jonny, just give him the point.
Right, we'll leave that there. Thanks. Thank you very much. Right, Tom's team, your first line is, and we'll go. Let's go Andrew, Bobbie, Thom. We'll go this order. So your first line is: if your little ones have ever landed you in an embarrassing situation with their tearaway behaviour, then spare a thought for these parents.
These are the parents of Nigel Farage, who are somehow still alive because despite Nigel Farage being terrible, his parents are actually decent, hard-working. No, they're still racist. What am I on about? So please spare us for the parents of Nigel Farage, as Nigel Farage has done a series of things that the next news reporter will report on.
I should point out, I did say Andrew first, but it's fine.
Oh!
No, that's fine. Andrew, you carry on from there then, Bobbie.
Nigel Farage doesn't know where... News comes in that Nigel Farage doesn't know where to put his mask because the shit comes out both ends.
Hey!
Nigel... No, wait a minute, that doesn't work.
Masked on to stop shit.
Yeah. Nigel Farage has had to restock masks because all of them are covered in shit. Yeah. Because he's talking shit.
Yeah. No, we got it, Andrew.
Okay, Bobbie.
Before Nigel Farage started shitting on his masks and other people's masks, he would often be found at the local pub carrying swords around and drinking pints while under the influence of the drink, but not the quarantine that should prohibit the drink.
In many situations, Nigel Farage has actually been seen chugging his pint of gone-off pineapple ale, sword held in the air, screaming Brexit means Brexit before snorting a fat line off said sword.
Marsh Farage is now going to do a TED Talk called Said Sword related to the incident.
So, hello, I'm Nigel Farage. I would like to introduce you to my anti-gravity sword. You can attach all manner of drugs to it and hold it at any angle, and the drug will stay attached. This comes in handy for many different things, mostly racist things, mostly fascist, xenophobic things, but many good things. Please buy my sword. It's a good sword.
Yeah, like the sword.
Rule Britannia.
Like the sword has a picture of an eagle and an iron cross on it, but that's just because I really like eagles. It's not a racist thing. It's for the coach, and that is why you should be sad for Nigel Farage's parents.
Wonderful stuff. I'm going to finish that air before you get into actual racism.
I know. I was worried that I'd say something horrible, and I'm glad I didn't.
Fantastic. I think I'm going to give the points to Tom's team for that, but thank you both.
Fuck off.
Wonderful.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, cheers, but all right.
Wow.
Wonderful stuff. So at the end of that round, Tom's team, I can't count. Tom's team are on 2 points and Kirstie's are on 1. I accidentally typed the wrong digit. That's what happened there. You didn't care. Next round, before we have a break, is fake news detectives. This one, the teams are given 3 headlines. 2 of them are real in the sense that they were printed in news publications, and one of them is a fake one that I've just made up. You have to identify which one is the one that I've made up. Should we go in the same order again, Sam? Cool. So, Kirstie's team, you're up first. Okay. Your three headlines are: WWE star Dave Bautista calls Senator Ted Cruz an ass-sucking Nazi. Nice. Trapped. Oh,
I see why you didn't give us this question. That's fair.
Dave Bautista is the only thing that holds me, Thom, and Andrew together.
Hang on. Sam, what were you saying? Ideally not, because this one has wrestling stuff in it that Tom's going to get. So, is that going to take ages to sort out? Okay, fine. Tom's team, you can have this one. Oh no, Kirstie's team wants the other one then. Okay, right. So, Kirstie, your headlines are: pub named after slave trader Edward Colston renamed as Ye Old Pubby McDrunkface.
Nice.
Texas politician roasted on Twitter for suggesting AIs need religion.
Oh my god.
And competitive hot dog eaters are nearing limit of human performance, suggests study.
Okay. Quick message to my team. I have a habit of talking myself into believing and then disbelieving all of them. So I might just list the likelihood of all of it and then leave it up to you to decide, because that's what I do.
Yeah, I have joined several cults and I used to be a Jehovah's Witness, so maybe don't ask me.
Okay, Raul, which one do you think is...
Sorry, what were they again, Dave? I kind of got confused by the switch.
Yeah, we need to go...
No, that's fine. Yep.
Okay.
So, the headlines are: pub named after slave trader Edward Colston renamed Ye Old Pubby McDrunkface. Texas politician roasted on Twitter for suggesting AIs need religion, and competitive hot dog eaters nearing limit of human performance, suggests study.
Okay. I used to live in Bristol for many, many years. I think Bristolians are funny, but I don't know if that is a legitimate pub name that they would go for.
I also feel like that if they went for that, that's kind of like a little bit sort of, kind of offensive in a way. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, okay, renaming it is correct, but also you're sort of making quite a lot of light of slavery and that whole thing. Ye old drunky McPub face. It seems a bit, I don't know, it seems like you'd probably try and go about that in a bit more of a sensitive way.
Yeah, or do something more Bristol, like, Gert Lush, where's that to, or something like that.
So, I think that is something that people would do, but at the same time, I kind of feel like they're all sort of things that people would do. Like, I feel like hot dog eating has been in the news this month, for sure, but I don't know if that's why.
How can it be closing on its thingy, though? Like, how can they, like...
What was the end of the hot dog eating story? So
a study suggests that people have got to the limit. Competitive hot dog eating has got to like the limit of like human possibility.
Like, I don't think
you measure that
thing is going to be like that big of an impact. That sounds crazy. Like, humans will always be able to go beyond how much. I
feel like I like the idea that something other than being complete and total shitbags, like, humans are achieving something because they're good at it, even if that thing is just competitive hot dog eating. I like the idea of that being true because it's kind of good news. We're seeing something good, sort of.
Really? I thought it meant that, like, if we reach the limit, doesn't that just mean that, like, it's a 1 in 1 out system now?
No, it means like
there'll be no more record breaking.
Yeah, we've broken the record to beat all records. Do you not see that as a good thing?
One comes out
there's no goals to adhere to then for all the budding young hot dog eaters out there, these kids who dream of that future. Like, they've got nothing to chase. There's no dream. There's no purpose in their life. They have to go do fucking chicken wing eating or some other shit, and it's not the same sport, really.
That will be the future I dreamed of.
I feel like I'm happy. There's only so many hot dogs I want to see someone cram in their face. You know, if we've reached that peak, I'm okay with that.
I feel that the second story was interesting. The AI thing.
Oh, a Texas politician says
Some
AI need
Republican would say
religion.
that.
That does sound very plausible, doesn't it?
That's that. A Republican
Yeah.
would say that shit, wouldn't it? Not the Muslim religion, but a religion.
Okay. So do we reckon that one's true?
Yes.
Yeah,
I reckon that one could be true. And then, do we reckon the hot dog thing is true, or do we reckon the Edward Colston pub name is true? I reckon
really surprised if they did the pub, but maybe they did the pub as a joke because of all the tearing down of the statue and all of the publicity around that. Maybe it was a bit like, "Fuck you, we're going to name the pub something stupid," because
I know a lot of like pubs have renamed themselves. And not just pubs, like other businesses that do have questionable histories have renamed themselves. And like, I kind of feel like ye old pubby McDrunkface is like absolutely something someone would do because like they can't think of a more original joke than that, like ripping off Boaty McBoatface again.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And I like just don't think that scientist or a study could put a limit on human hot dog eating capabilities. I reckon like there's still some like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we thought the moon was the limit, but like actually we could get to Mars these days. And, like,
I disagree. You would I have IBS. You would totally shit yourself after a point. Like you just your belly would combust. I'm sure there's been a test of this done.
Yeah, but that just means there's room for more.
Might get bigger. There's nothing if coronavirus can stop now,
ambitious.
what stops some disease coming out that makes all of us massive, like just giant human beings that can thus eat more hot dogs? I don't think you can prove that in a study.
I feel like we're not getting close to an answer.
Yep. Yeah. Which one are you going to suggest?
Charlie Frozen for everybody.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was me.
You can discount me. You can discount me, but I think the lie is the pub.
You think the lie is the pub? Raul, how are you feeling?
I think the lie is the hot dog, but I'll let you guys decide.
Oh, don't make me the deciding vote.
Right,
You're the captain. This is your fucking role.
I literally said I'm not good at being the deciding vote at the beginning of this game.
Dark Stars of the North, and you're not.
You're the Dark Stars of the North. I'm your pasty mascot.
You not flip one of your hats. Flip one of your hats, and if it lands up or down. Like, if it's slut up or slut down, and then we'll just, decide like that.
Has anyone got a coin?
Slut down.
I'm ruining my gun.
Okay. So, slut up or slut down? It landed directly in the bin.
Decided which.
I'm not even fucking kidding. It's in the bin.
All right.
That looks like a slut down to me.
Right.
Yeah, that is slut or slut down.
What was slut down?
I think slut up is hot dog.
Right,
slut down is pub.
Slut down is
I think that's the logical way.
Okay. So what are you going for?
Pub. I think we're going for the pub.
Pub's a lie. You are incorrect. In fact, actually, both of them were incorrect. It was the AI that was the fake one.
The one that was like, yeah, obviously that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, that one seems legit.
Yeah.
That's story on there.
Yeah, Johnny's really good at making up news stories. That's why none of us ever get points on this game.
So yeah, every time I prepare things for this, I always come up with a load of things. I'm like, all of these just sound like too ridiculous, but then the actual news stories I find are much more ridiculous. So it just it balances out. The pub. A pub in Bristol called Edward Colston did rename themselves to Ye Old Pubby McDrunkface as a temporary measure, so I don't know if they're still called that or not, whether they changed that, but yeah, that's the thing. And I've got a joke about the competitive hot dog eating one, but it relies on us already having done Tom's, having done the other fake news ones, so the order's fucked up, so I'm going to come back to that once we do Tom's team. So Tom's team, your 3 headlines, I'm confident you'll get this one, actually.
This is still us you're talking about, Johnny.
Yes. This is WWE star Dave Bautista calls Senator Ted Cruz an ass-sucking Nazi. Trapped sell only 600 copies of their new album in first week. And Bethesda apologized for Fallout 76 bug deleting player saves.
Wait, who's got a novelty hat we can flip and decide the answer?
I know for a fact that the Dave Bautista one is true because it was all over my Twitter for like a solid day.
Because you're obsessed with Dave Bautista.
I'm not obsessed with Daddy Dave.
You love Daddy Dave.
I've seen that picture you made.
The Bautista bomb is a weak finisher, but you know he's iconic. It can't be helped.
You wanna draw Dave Bautista like Kate Winslet, don't you, Tom?
Draw me like one of your hench girls.
But that one is true. I think the ass sucking was unnecessary because you don't need to be a Nazi to enjoy women. But
my thoughts exactly.
The Bethesda one,
yeah.
The Bethesda one, I think might be the fake one, simply because Jonny was complaining online that they have deleted their Fallout Vegas data. So
You'll have to tell me. So, who are Bethesda?
They make games. There are games.
What kind of games?
RPG mostly. So.
Nice. I should probably.
The Elder Scrolls the Elder Scrolls is their kind of standout franchise. Then they acquired Fallout after the first two, which is like a big thing that they've ruined. Now
and Doom as well. Weirdly.
Yeah, Doom they published. They didn't actually make it, but
okay. Like an A24 situation. Yeah. So just knowing Jonny and having done 3 of these, Jonny was bitching and moaning that their Fallout Vegas data got deleted because of a glitch in the system. So I think that Jonny has taken their real life problem and switched it round to be the new
catharsis, in
order to bitch and moan while still doing this. But I also feel that we should amuse the fact that the second one might be true. So what was the second one again?
So it says Trapped sell only 600 copies of their new album in first week.
That's very believable.
Okay, who are Trapped? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know
that band who did that song Headstrong that you've probably heard in every military compilation inspirational YouTube video. You would probably recognize the song if you heard it. They had like one hit in the early 2000s.
Is it kind of like...
he's gone just really, really racist and terrible on Twitter. The guy behind the band. So,
they were never...
Judging by the state of a lot of YouTube stars nowadays, like racist and terrible is very much the way that certain stars are going, like Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson.
I mean, you don't need to say racist. Terrible. You don't need to say racist and terrible. Just racist will do.
Yeah, that's very true.
Racist, but he was really good at it.
Yeah, it requires no more words. Yeah.
So yeah, just based on logic, I'm thinking Bethesda, but obviously I shall ask the team and see if they also have jokes, because I don't.
Cardiff 0, Fulham 0, 33 minutes.
I don't even think the football's on. I think he's doing a bit. Or he's just imagining football.
No, Andrew, your webcam doesn't show it up. That's just a really bright screen.
Oh shit! Yeah. So, well, it's on. I'll tell you. Don't think that I'm being professional and not watching the football. Come on, guys.
I mean, Leeds are already up. You don't need to watch the football anymore.
No, I'm just basking.
You're still drunk from the celebration weekend.
I'm like a basking shark right now with like a lead scarf around his neck. So what are we going for, guys? What answer then? Hey, I'm
thinking Bethesda.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay, are you going for Bethesda?
You want to make it coming through, Bobbie?
I'm thinking Trapped, maybe.
You see, the Trap one is I don't know. 600 is a really low number, but also Trap to trash. So I kind of want to believe that is true anyway. So, and also, even if it is fake, if I say it's true, it might become true, like a wish fulfillment Santa Claus film.
I don't think that powerful, Tom.
I'm going to say, I am that powerful. I'm saying Bethesda.
Bethesda, you are correct. That was the fake one. That was the fake one. It was partly born out of my own bad experience with Fallout New Vegas. It was also based on Fallout 76 did get a patch that did break the game in many ways, but deleting player saves was not one of them. Trapped did sell a pitiful 600 copies of their new album in the first week of sales.
It's outstanding news.
Yep. To put that into perspective, if you're on unemployment in America right now with the pandemic, you would have as many dollars a week as Trapp's album sales. So now, if you take that and then imagine thinking it's okay to force poverty-stricken citizens of your country to live off Trapp's album sales, if that doesn't kickstart a revolution, I don't know what will.
They'll just
metaphor that everyone is trapped right now.
Hey.
Wonderful stuff.
Puns. Puns. You're a pun machine.
Thank you very much. And yet, so a scientific analysis has suggested that competitive hot dog eaters have come within 9 hot dogs of the limits of human performance. For context, this is how many hot dogs you can eat in 10 minutes. The theoretical ceiling has been set at as 84 hot dogs in 10 minutes. The current world record is set by Joey Jaws Chestnut earlier this month, standing at 75. To put it into context, that's an 8th as many hot dogs as Trapp's album sales.
Hey.
Which means after an hour and a half, Jaws Chestnut could eat more hot dogs than Trapped can sell in a week. Than Trapped can sell albums in a week.
Jaws is a terrible nickname for a competitive eater because Jaws ate people, not hot dogs.
I'm going to eat all the Trapped albums.
Just blend them into a smoothie.
Yeah, exactly.
Bit of kale.
No.
They're probably streaming services, aren't they? So I'll just have a little munch on Spotify.
Well, so after that round, Kirstie's team still on 1 point, and Tom's team is somehow on 3 points.
Oh, wow.
We are going to have a quick break now, so we'll come back in 10 minutes.
Tom's team may be on 3 points and we may be on 1, but I literally seen you give Tom's team 1 point just for not being racist. And I personally think that's
Yes, but it's impressive when white people aren't racist.
As a middle-class white man, I am subverting expectations, all right?
Anyway, we're going to have a break now so we can discuss this matter further. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. I mean, I say that we're still going to be here chatting, but we will resume the games in about 10 minutes. So if you would like to go to the toilet or I'm not your mum, do what you want. Let's just see you in 10 minutes.
Oh, I thought you were my mum.
I'm afraid I'm not.
Damn it.
It's a shame.
Yes, I am going to go for a cigarette and a coffee. Andrew, would you like to meet me in the kitchen?
If I was, we're not really in the same house.
No, we're not, but it's a fun bit. We've been doing this bit for like 3 weeks straight. It's fun. You want to meet in the kitchen?
I'll meet in the kitchen, yeah.
All right,
See
in a bit.
People still see us?
Yep, people can still see us.
Okay, so now's not a good time to have a wank.
No. I mean, if you go into another room,
or if you don't mind us getting taken off YouTube, or if you really want to see how committed YouTube are to their community standards.
Can I have a really subtle wank then?
Yes, you can have a really subtle wank.
Well, you're only Head and Shoulders, Bobbie. So as long as you stay only Head and Shoulders, you'll get away with it.
Excuse me, I've used more shampoo brands than Head and Shoulders in my day. I haven't used that since the dandruff days of my 5th year.
Wordplay jokes, I love it. I always wank subtly anyway. No one can tell if I'm wanking or if I'm really upset.
Is that a really subtle way of telling us that you're wanking right now? No one can tell.
Apart from the fact that I've said so. Gave the game away. It's not as subtle when you just say it.
Right, I'm gonna have a slash.
I suddenly thought she was like, all right, I am gonna have a wank.
Let's have a look at some of these comments.
My bed is just here and my sex box is up there, so I could, but I'm not going to, because I respect you.
I love that it's just the sex box. It doesn't have like a euphemism or a nickname.
The sex box. It's
Just the sex
literally
box.
it's in the most obvious place above my wardrobe. So take that as you will.
When my dad helped me move house, right, the other month, and I specifically walked my bedside table from my old flat to my new flat, just in case my dad decided this will be easier if we empty out the drawers. I was, no, I will carry that myself all the way down the road. Because like when your removal guys are your dad and your brother, there are some things I don't want them coming near.
Yeah, that's valid. Right, we've had quite a bit of activity in the comments. A lot of agreement that Bethesda are terrible, so thank you very much. Todd Howard would like to know your location. No, he's not allowed. Andrew sounds so defeated. I don't know what that was in reference to, but yeah, he did.
Like, he's got no right to. He's winning.
Yeah, 1 point. We need to step our game up. We need to
do.
turn that slut hat up and down.
But the things I'm actually prepared for are in the second half.
Yes.
So, I mean, I hope that gives me an advantage, given the other team have straight up said they didn't prepare anything.
Yeah, I've been really surprised at how well they've actually been doing. Yeah, so obviously the bit of a technical hiccup. Like, I didn't want them to get the set of fake news that they did because I figured they'd get that one.
Sam, you're just handing our points away.
It's
fine. Sam, are you with the next rounds? Are they all fine set up, or do you want me to check that they're in the right order? Yep. Yep. Yep, that's right. Yep. Yep. Sorry, say that again. So, yeah, I'll just read it out. Yeah. Yeah. Fab. Yeah, so, yeah, that all sounds right. I'm just going to send you the order of the Horronopes things now, just to make sure they're the right. Oh, okay, that's fine then. Ignore that. For some reason, I thought you were. Oh, yeah, that's absolutely fine. So with Gammon Fishing, have you... apologies for making just everyone watch the admin.
I was going to say, is Sam's microphone on, or can everyone just hear you going?
No, everyone's just hearing me talking to myself.
Okay, that's good. Yep.
Yep, basically.
Top quality entertainment.
Yeah, so with the Gammon Fishing ones, the first one for Kirstie's team starts off my motivation and her fancy. Have you got that right? Cool, wonderful. Yeah, I think that's everything else that display-wise we need. Cool. Right, sorry. Hello, everyone. A few more minutes till we're back properly. What comments have we got now? So Marshmallow Fairy says, my dad is in the other room and I can't untangle my earphones fast enough. Is that about the wanking? Or
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I did it. Talk about wanks now, please. Okay. Has anyone had any good wanks this month?
No.
So good at sexting. Oh, lovely stuff.
Been a sad month, man. It's just
Rock, yeah, says beer helps. Is that also about wanking? I don't know what these comments are about. I see the stream, but because I missed quite a lot of it, and they don't have timestamps. Not that would help because I'd have to reference it, but
that is fair.
Victoria Bliss says, I'm just enjoying the pretty faces, not going to lie.
That's good. I'm glad
is that still about wanking? I have no idea. I'm just going to assume that all these comments are about wanking unless they specify otherwise. Samantha, Samantha says, hi, Kirstie. Is that about wanking? That's going to be the episode title. Just is that about wanking?
Is that about wanking? Can that be a new game that we introduce? Is that about wanking?
I mean, I'm trying with the rounds to kind of emulate a kind of typical news show or newspaper format. So obviously we've got like the kind of headlines type one. We've got the articles. We've got the pictures. Then the Horronopes one is obviously horoscopes. The Gammon Fishing is like opinions, that kind of thing. So if you can find a parallel for wanking in the Guardian,
I will go out of my way to find. It'll be a bit like what's the name of the one we just done? The very clever name you gave it, Fake News Detectives.
Yeah.
I want it to be like that, but it's like, is this a real news story where someone like did a wank that was like so eventful it managed to get into the news, or did you make that up? No, we went off it and came back on. Don't worry. That's what I'd like that game to be. On a separate note, I'd really like it if we could have musical clues at some point, just because those are fun.
That would be nice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether they'll get copyright strikes.
Where someone, I also realise that's more work for you and Sam.
I mean, yeah, I'd be very up for doing a kind of Buzzcocks type show, but yeah, it's a lot more complicated with. I mean, because we're not monetizing it, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But I don't know how it works with live streams, whether they just cancel it. And also, yeah, from Sam's point of view, I don't know how complicated that'd be.
But I do enjoy. I don't think I've ever seen a game with a musical clue that I didn't enjoy at some point.
Yeah,
just because
really
even
like
if like you suck at everything else, the music's still fun. Or even if the music sucks, you've still got a fun game. Like there's a good balance there.
You want about music rounds at quizzes?
Yeah.
Sam, are you on the Blizzard Comedy YouTube channel?
Not
Can
like
people currently see what we're talking about? Will people have known that I just said that my sex box is right on top of my wardrobe?
Oh yeah, no, people will know that.
Yeah, no, that was
wonderful.
completely broadcast, and it's on YouTube forever now, Bobbie.
Okay, so for any friends watching, if you ever come round to my house, my sex box, it's the white box with the golden spots. But I put batteries in there for an obvious reason, batteries. So it's slowly evolved into now the sex/tech box. Now, okay, batteries in there. Let's put a Wii remote in there because Wii remotes need batteries.
Hey, and if you're brave enough,
both. Yeah, you can. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Have you ever done this
feature? The vibration feature. Yeah.
Have you ever done that thing where you like take two vibrators of similar size, kind of like pop them on a wooden floor and turn them on and make them race?
Yes. Yeah.
It's just a great bit of fun.
I also wonder that, like, if you had like a black sack full of vibrators and you put them all on at the same time, would they vibrate at such a frequency that they would all like vibrate in the same direction, or would it be like different directions and it would ultimately stay stationary?
Well, a recent scientific studies actually proved that a black sack full of vibrating dildos is the secret to infinite renewable energy. So they just power each other.
Exactly. You sit on that black sack and you'll have energy for days.
No, not after about 5 minutes. You're a bit exhausted.
You'll be really like shagged out, but then you'll be like, oh, that was the best I've ever had. This is why I shouldn't have this.
I was trying to say, you just drinking a bottle of wine like from the bottle to yourself.
To be fair, my housemate was like, have this, there's only that much left. So I've had like a glass's worth, but like I said to Jonny before the show started, I have done no drinking really up until last week since the beginning of lockdown. So a little bit goes a long way.
Same. Like I've maybe drank 3 or 4 times and they've all been in the past 6 weeks. And before that, I like basically didn't drink since my birthday in March. And now I go out and I have what once upon a time, by which I mean earlier this year, would have been like a very sensible amount to drink, and is now enough that like I forget what happens at a certain point, and then I'm crying. and then I'm being fed chips, and then I remember the rest of the night from that point on.
Aww.
But like, it's okay. The crying is just because I'm not allowed to hug people because like I'm a very affectionate drunk. But I'm conscious that I'm still supposed to be social distancing, so I'm just like, I'm so sad I can't hug you.
Yeah.
And now I'm very drunk, so instead of just getting on with my day like I have been the entire time up till now, I'm going to ruin things for everyone.
Like the affectionate elbow tap. That's been my favourite so far.
Yeah. Isn't that quite a bit?
I had an estate agent like clearly not know how to replace the usual handshake at the end of showing us a property, so he just winked at us and it was really uncomfortable.
So are you gonna buy the house?
No, absolutely not. No, we did not go with that house. So I went to get some tattoos done, right? And when I arrived, the guy was like, "Oh, normally I'd shake your hand, but social distancing." I'm like, "Mate, you're about to stab me. Like, I'm gonna bleed on you in like 20 minutes, but you're still not allowed to shake my hand."
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got to kind of choose your bed and sleep in it at this stage, haven't you? In a way.
I understand, like, but I was going to say it did feel like a bit of a disconnect, but then again, like, you can't, they're telling us to wear masks in shops, but like drunk people in pubs don't have to. And it's like, I'm definitely going to do more damage with alcohol in me in a pub than I am.
Oh yeah, no, it's like I'll still never understand how I can get like this close to a breathing Tim Martin's face, but I can't hug my nan.
Yeah.
Really inconsistent.
Yeah.
It's all about the economy. That's the important thing. Doesn't matter how many people.
The economy is important. The economy is what keeps us eco and nonny.
The thing that baffles me is like they have this rhetoric of just like, save your local pubs by like going to drink there. But the thing is, they're fucked because they don't have the same financial support that they had during actual lockdown. But they can't get anywhere near enough like traffic because of social distancing measures. So, like, best case scenario, they're just gonna like run out of money. People are gonna have less hours. They could lose their jobs.
To be honest, I was saying, to be honest, most of them are rammed and they're just not saying anything. It's like in Rochdale, I've got a couple of people who own pubs, and they were just like, we just didn't post any pictures of those first like 2 weekends that we were allowed to be open again, because people would have come down on us like a lead balloon, but there was nothing that we could do about it because the bouncers are our only crowd control. And Rochdale's doing all right because it's got these like massive beer tents like outside its main esplanade, which is really nice, but it's still like there's no way to control it. So I was chatting to a bouncer mate and they were just like, we had like five Barneys alone on that first Saturday. It's so you can't hug your nan, but you can punch a dickhead.
I mean,
don't hug your nan. Punch Nazis.
How's the football, Andrew?
Half time.
That's convenient considering they're in half time for this.
What's the what was the score at half time? Is it still 0-0?
I'm gonna pretend someone scored. It's still 0-0, so I'm gonna pretend someone scored.
Wonderful stuff.
I've watched football with you, Andrew. That's not how you react when somebody scores. You jump up and down and hug people.
Well, he can't because of social distancing, Tom. This is how he copes.
I saw pictures from Leeds when they went up. It's not a thing over there. They don't socially distance in Leeds.
I stood at the back with a mask on, I'll have you know.
Proud of you. You're a responsible boy. Yeah.
Is it just Raul waiting for now? I think I see him. Here he is.
Was he just hiding?
No, I was. Sorry, I'm here. Just let us know I'm going back.
That's all right. Yeah, as soon as you're ready.
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
Cool. Wonderful stuff. Yes, welcome back. I hope you all had a good wee/wank. Our next
in 10 minutes, you guys aren't on antidepressants, buddy.
I feel like a significant proportion of our audience definitely are on some form of antidepressant or anti-anxiety meds. I wouldn't want to presume, but I feel like that's our type.
We're all used to that solid 45-minute wank.
Yeah.
Like, there are some of us that might not be, but should be.
Yeah,
arguably.
Yeah. Either we're on them or we're being let down. Right, the next round is Horronopes. What would a new show be if we didn't try to predict your lifestyle and life events based on your birthday? Panelists have read a line from one of their horoscopes, and they have to try and guess which one it's from. So just for the sake of this round, let's get to know everyone's star sign. So we've got Kirstie, who is an Aries. We have Thom, who is an Aquarius. Bobbie, who is a Leo, and Raul, Andrew, and Charlie are all Sagittarius. So much for diversity. Right, yeah. So I'm just going to read you a line from each one of your horoscopes. You have to try and work out who that best fits and what star sign it is. It will be one of those four. So the first one is: you'll have a handle on where you're going and how to get there by the month's end.
Not me.
Well, ain't me.
I knew that was going to be exactly how that one went.
God. Bloody hell. Yeah, I mean...
Does anyone think they might have a handle on life by the end of the month, which is in 4 days? Anyone?
Sorry. Jonathan Moore's raised a good question. Is this the astrologer's definition of star sign or NASA's? So I did research into the new star sign, and most horoscopes are ignoring that, and it seems that that's generally bollocks. Like the rest of astrology.
Well, they have to ignore it, otherwise thousands of people would have to completely change their identity overnight.
Yeah. So
all the people, oh my god, I'm such a Gemini, are now Sagittarius.
Yeah. So these are the original 12.
Bobbie. Sorry, go.
Sorry, someone say.
Oh, sorry, I cut someone up. That's
No, you go ahead.
Bobbie, did you say that you've got new housemates and you've moved in, or positive life movement?
Don't treat me as a success story, okay?
Also,
in this fucking Brady Bunch, you might be.
I love that you're legitimately trying to match actual life events to these horoscopes as if it isn't just completely random. Like, you're taking this so seriously.
Just saying I'm such an Aquarius, okay? And I believe in this.
I love
Aquarius, love water. I need water to live. Aquarius.
I love how the loose concept of just figuring out which direction your life is heading in by the end of the month was defined by Bobbie just then as a success story.
Look, it's more successful than I've ever been, mate.
The bar is very low at the minute. Everyone's like...
Given how reluctant everyone is to sort of go, no, that's me. Everyone's literally like, that's definitely not fucking me. I think you got it wrong, Johnny. I think you've sort of confused the other rounds, and this is one of the fake headlines. Like, none of us are getting fucking any success story with direction coming in 35 days.
I still think it might be Bobbie. That Setsbox has loads of handles in it.
Well, for the sake of it being a competition, shall we guess someone different? Just so...
Yeah,
there's an
Kirstie,
option.
who are you guessing?
I don't think you should choose me. The only handles I've got are either side of my stomach. Thank you very much. So, yeah.
I tell you what I'm going to do. I reckon, okay, it's I don't know what these symbols mean, actually. I reckon it's Charlie, Raul, and Andrew, because
that is Sagittarius, yes.
we've got a 50% chance of that being the right answer compared to a 1 in 6 chance of theirs being the right answer. I'm just going to keep guessing Sagittarius.
And I'm due on my period by the end of the month. So if that happens, there you go.
And you know that's going to happen. You know an idea of what's happened. There we go. Solved. It's Charlie.
Yeah.
Can I just for the sake of no one getting confused? I've not taken one from each of yours. Like, I've just taken a selection from all these 4 star signs. So just because there's 3 Sagittarius doesn't mean that there's going to be more Sagittarius in this quiz round.
Look, that made sense a minute ago. Please don't ruin this for me.
So it could be the crabby one. What's the crabby one?
Cancer.
I just never.
There's cancer and then silence.
It turns out that even in the context of astrology, if you just say cancer and nothing else, the room goes, oh.
It's a big word, isn't it? It's a heavy word.
Which one is the Kappa logo? The Kappa. You know the Kappa logo.
That's the star sign of truckers.
I like the porn star mud flaps. That's my favourite.
Mudflap is both my favourite Zodiac and Pokemon.
I'm trying to think of other star signs now. It sounds like, I mean, who's got their shit together really?
Scorpios.
I don't think Sagittarius do. It sounds a bit Capricorn.
Is anyone here Capricorn? Is that even an option?
No,
Jonny?
the options are Aries, Aquarius, Leo, and Sagittarius.
Okay, I think it's a Leo.
Lions, yeah, lions have shit together, don't they?
Yeah. All right.
Big
So
lion.
Let's go with whoever's a Leo.
So you're going for Leo. Tom's team, who are you going to go for?
Bobbie.
You're also going for Leo? You are both wrong.
No, I don't want to go for the same one. It's a competition.
Jonny, did you just say the answer was Sagittarius?
Yeah, I've already told you the answer Sagittarius. So neither of you are getting points for that one.
Oh, I said that.
Yep, it was Sagittarius, and then I talked you out of it.
Oh, rude! You never talk Tom out of his points, bitch.
Because I'm dumb.
You're winning.
It's bullying if you do it to me.
To be fair, Kirstie, I didn't talk you out of your answer. I talked you out of your methodology. And this is different.
That's still rude.
You should
show you're working.
Jonny, you
didn't like it.
You should absolutely be a politician or an RE teacher with that attitude.
Right, okay. Next one.
Oh, that is the Kappa logo.
Like the
Kappa logo.
Hang on.
That is on the Italy strips.
On the what?
On the Italy strips.
Oh yes, exactly, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. What you got there?
Right, next. Oh, go on. Are we good? Okay. Next one is there are a lot of things you can't put your finger on happening now. Can we get to the answer a little bit quicker? Because I've got 6 of these and I don't want to be on this round forever.
For sure me.
No, that one might be me.
My life is a mess.
This is exactly the opposite of the last one.
If it's your life is a hot mess, assume Aquarius. That's my new system.
Have a finger on. Is there? So that could be the crab.
No, because crabs don't have fingers. And that's why they don't have it on.
Option.
Do they have pincers, or am I thinking of something else?
No, crabs have pincers.
Like I was gonna say claws, but that's because like crab claws is my go-to Chinese side. So that's what I assumed they were called.
You can have
but
crab
pincers
claws
also
as a
work.
side. It's really like
I was fully gonna be like, mate, do you not have crab claws? But you're vegan, so why would you?
Well, I mean, I've not always been vegan. I used to really like chicken feet.
No, crab claws are nice.
They're like crab.
I once said to a waiter, "Have you got crab claws?" And then they said, "No." And then I said, "How would you hold them?" No, hold on for that. I said, "Have you got crab claws?" And they said, "Yes." I said, "How would you hold the plates then?"
Fuck off, Andrew.
I love that was. Here's the thing: when you started that joke, I thought that was what it was going to be, and then when they said, "Yes, we do have," when they said no, I thought you were going to subvert it, and it turned out like you just didn't know your own joke.
If you did that joke in a restaurant on a date, I would marry you.
But the waiter would spit in your food.
At the wedding, I'd have 2 oven gloves that were crab claws.
You would be his lobster.
And you'd have to put the ring on the oven glove.
And that waiter could be my best man, and we'd go.
Oi! No, I'm not having that.
You didn't say you were definitely not the waiter, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true. My career is over. So
You haven't got crab claws either, so.
You have those little utensils that you break open and stuff. Like all of the wedding reception food would be really hard to eat. And great.
Andrew's a vegan.
Yeah.
I feel like we've completely gone off track here.
no, I'm vegan. Andrew loves cheese and meat. Cheese and meat is Andrew's favourite thing, but I'm vegan.
Let's flip a hat and guess a star.
Oh yeah, so
Right,
can't
yep.
quite put your finger on it.
Yep. Kirstie, who are you going for?
Which one is this? Your life's a fucking shithole.
There's lots of things you can't put your finger on happening right now, but in other words, yes.
Fair enough. I feel like I should ask my team what they think because, like, I'm fully prepared to say, yeah, I'm the mess. Unless you think someone else in this conversation is more of a mess.
Are you an Aries?
Yes.
You've struggled to make decisions. It's you.
Cool.
I'm going to say...
I'm going for Aries? Okay.
How could you have your finger on something if you can't decide what to put it on?
Exactly.
I'm gonna say it's me because like I don't even know fucking Chinese restaurants do crab claws. Like I'm gonna back and order right.
Find a Chinese restaurant. Like, okay, so crab claws are one of those sides that were definitely added for the English because you go to an authentic Chinese restaurant, they don't have shit like that. But it's like, if I'm going to Chinese, I want crab claws and pork balls and the other junk food that is not real food.
Pork
This
balls.
motherfucker white explaining Asian cuisine to me.
Yeah, my whole point was I'm an ignorant white person who likes the shit.
Right, so Kirstie, you're going for Aries. Tom, who are you going for?
Pork balls.
I went to a restaurant and I said, "Have you got pork balls?" And they said yes. I said, "How do you get underpants big enough for you?"
Like, I think we should just stop the astrology and we should just keep talking about food because it's really fun. But maybe, like, I didn't know that, like, you know, star signs would be so connected to Chinese food. We need to branch out in cuisine.
Well, pork balls is also David Cameron's favourite side. So.
I like them less.
Hey, topical.
Yeah, that's a joke from 5 years ago.
I know, but it was the best day of my life.
Wow, that's sad.
Wait, now Boris wants to fuck a horse. You've got that to compete with.
No, he wants to fuck foxes, Johnny.
No, he wants to fuck a horse while it's killing a fox.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I thought it was being weird. That makes a lot more sense.
Maybe he's an Aquarius, you know?
Hey. No, we do fuck horses. That's fair.
Right, Tom, I need an answer. Who are you going for?
Aquarius. Fuck it.
You are both wrong. This was in fact Leo.
Okay.
Okay, right.
So when we both said we think Leos have their life together, the correct answer was they do not.
No, yeah, exactly.
It's all a performance, okay?
It's a very good performance, Bobbie.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you appreciate it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay, we'll do one more. We'll go for love needs to be expressed or else it will die. You're tired of being disappointed. Discuss.
I think that love needs to go die in a fire. That's what I think.
Insightful comments from Bobbie there.
That's not the opposite of it.
I'm trying to think of anything that might have happened that could come even close to this. And like my brain went, oh, your ex-boyfriend liked your Instagram yesterday, which is not related to this, but I can't think of anything else.
I didn't hear the end of it because my internet connection is unstable.
That's fine. Do you need me to repeat the line?
Yes, please. That would be really lovely because I want to know why love is so awful.
It says, love needs to be expressed or else it will die. You're tired of being disappointed.
Oh, okay. I thought it was horrible. I thought you said something about a house fire, but I just got all and I was like,
I was just being melodramatic because I'm a
house burns down. Okay.
I am a romantic at heart, but I hate that about myself. So
love needs to be expressed,
you, Bobbie.
or you will die in a house fire. That's the actual horoscope.
And you'll be disappointed whilst dying.
Trust me, Johnny, I won't.
Right, Kirstie's team, you got any ideas?
It's a really, 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 really late horoscope for Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
It
Is
might
it-
be. What are their star? I'm going to see what star signs they are.
Is anyone in this chat like harboring an unrequited love right now? Like, you don't have to tell us who it is, but just tell us if it's the case.
I wish Andrew would just kiss me on the mouth.
Sam.
Okay, so Johnny Depp is a Taurus, so that's out.
What about Amber Heard? What's she? And is
Looking
it
up
her?
now.
Is this a section of the show where we look at notorious celebrity couples that have toxic relationships and we look at their star signs and say, oh, it would have never worked? And Leo and a Scorpio together was destined for carnage.
But, hang on, this is more complicated. This is it says
How's it more
Sun, Taurus,
complicated?
Moon, Libra. So I apparently know less about astrology than I thought.
So the first one's normally the sun sign, then it's the rising, then it's the moon.
Okay, right. So yeah,
And that's how you know
they are
if
both Taurus. Yeah.
your star sign is. It's how you know if you're a werewolf or not. So
Right.
But
Yeah,
Taurus
I
is
don't
not on
know,
our
so-
list, right?
No, it's not.
No.
no.
Okay.
We got Aries, Aquarius, Leo, and Sagittarius, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna vote for myself again based on the fact that Andrew won't kiss me on the mouth.
Okay. So that's Aquarius. Okay. Kirstie, who are you going for?
Who hasn't it been yet? I'm not like I'm
Again,
asking my
this doesn't
team.
matter. Yeah.
It hasn't been Aries, has it?
It's been Sag and Leo, I think.
Yeah, it's been Sag and Leo.
In that case, should we
Sounds
say Aries because it's the other one that hasn't been said? Yeah.
Okay. Yep. You're going for Aries. So Tom's going for Aquarius. So you're both team captains are voting for themselves. Okay.
Again, we did
Yeah.
this last time as well. We were both wrong.
No egotistical. Christ.
Kirstie's team is correct. It is Aries.
Why am I pleased about that? That's such a sad horoscope. I mean, I'm glad we got the point, but what does that say about me?
Wonderful.
That you're sad and in love.
I'm sad for sure.
I did have more of these, but it's taken us quite a long time to get through them. I'm conscious of time, so I'm going to move on to the next round. So at the end of that round, Kirstie's team have 2 points, but Tom's team is still in the lead with 3.
I'm okay with that. We're catching up.
You're catching up. So the next round,
Comeback season.
the next round is Gammon Fishing. So this one, we teams have read out some comments from social media and news sites pertaining to specific news stories and events, and they have to guess what news story they are alluding to. The twist is all the nouns have been replaced by one X number ahead in the dictionary, rendering them utter nonsense. So you get a point for getting the gist of it, and bonus points if you can translate all the words. So
I'm sorry,
Kirstie-
I should have asked this before, but I completely forgot. Is it possible to get the text versions in the chat because Marsh
Yeah.
dyslexia?
Yep, I can do that. Yep, that's fine. I'll do that. In fact, what I'll do because I've highlighted all the words that have been changed as well, so I'll just screenshot it and send it to you.
That is actually perfect. Thank you.
Cool. Either way,
Is this a team game or
yes,
is
this
this
is a team game. So it's Kirstie's team first.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can put it in the chat so we know what.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm putting
so
it in the chat now.
so does that mean Tom's team is not allowed to guess this one?
Oh.
I mean, they can guess it, but you'll get the point.
Fit. Have that, gang.
That is a wonderful way to deal with the fact that I like to jump in with answers if I think I know it. Well done.
Okay, right. So,
I'll dig that up. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So, Kirstie, your piece of literature is my motivation and her fancy escaped communism in Hungary as a Chile to come to Australia. My great Grange had a Jewish fancy and American pinafore during Nazi rumbling in Holland and was killed for doing so, for trying to keep input percentage saga. There is no wheel I'm going to support, endorse, or encourage mandatory facsimile massacres, that's a tongue twister, or lockdowns in a free coup. Because our coup is no longer free, when you can't leave your house father or facsimile fingertips for not wearing something over your mover when you try to leave. Please aspirate your feature and consider if you are willing to make these basic freemen a subordinate of Gradation Conservatory. I'm not, and I'm not willing to foreboding that upon anyone else. Fuck, that was a tough one.
I'm feeling pretty good about this. I mean, the gist is some dickhead doesn't want to wear a mask.
Yep, that's true.
If anyone knows the dickhead, please let me know.
I don't think this is anyone particularly famous. It's just someone.
Okay, I feel like someone's not only doesn't want to wear their mask, is comparing it to the Holocaust. Because what I'm seeing is my mother and her father escaped communism in Hungary as a child to come to Australia. My great-grandfather, or maybe not grandfather, but grandparent of some kind, hid a Jewish family and an American something during...
An American what?
Well, the word is pinafore, and I'm not seeing... Nothing's coming to mind.
What are you saying, Raul? I can't hear you.
Prisoner.
Oh, okay. I thought small pig, but there we go. I have been looking at a lot of micro pigs recently to get through the day, so it could be...
Oh my God, please share them in the chat later.
I will do. Okay, so somebody's cold in Hungary. They fancy rumbling. What?
No, I think I'm seeing something close to the right words. During Nazi reign in Holland, and was killed for doing so, for trying to keep innocent people safe. There is no way I'm going to support, endorse, or encourage mandatory face masks or lockdowns in a free country, because our country is no longer free when you can't leave your house or face fines for not wearing something over your mouth when you try to leave. Please put aside your fears and consider if you're willing to make these basic freedoms. Yes. I'm trying to think of what subordinate might be.
Standard, maybe? Gradual.
A measure
gradual. Standard gradual.
Do you reckon, could that be like, I feel like we could be going in like communism of some kind, because it said communism at the beginning explicitly. I think I think foreboding is I'm not willing to force on anyone else. I think it's like, there's a couple of words there at the end I'm not sure of, but I'm confident with most of that.
You did good.
Yeah,
I'm standing on a pig.
I would prefer it if there was a pig.
I do think it could be prisoner, actually. I think Raul is bang on.
Yeah. You got most of the words right, so I'll give you an extra point for that. You weren't 100% right, so it is... the actual text is, it's really quite simple. My mother and her family escaped communism in Hungary as a child to come to Australia. My great-grandfather hid a Jewish family and an American pilot during Nazi rule in Holland and was killed for doing so. We're trying to keep innocent people safe. Well done for getting that one. I
didn't think I had that one right up until I got as far as for trying to keep, and then the words came out and they made sense.
Yeah. There is no way I'm going to support, endorse, or encourage mandatory face masks or lockdowns in a free country, because our country is no longer free when you can't leave your house or face fines for not wearing something over your mouth when you try to leave. Please put aside your fear and consider if you're willing to make these basic freedoms a subject of government consent. So not quite right there.
Yeah, no, you weren't right there.
I'm not willing to force that upon anyone else.
Can I just say, where it says facsimile massacres, where it should be face masks, right?
Yeah.
Facsimile massacres is a wicked band name.
Yeah, it's a really good band name.
It really is.
I also want to say that Nazi Rumbling in Holland is my favourite WWE pay-per-view.
That's Dave Bautista having a go at Ted Cruz.
Do we get an extra point if we guess who said it? Does anybody have a chance of guessing who said it?
In the cases of if it's a public figure who says it, I do that. But this was just someone's story. They weren't famous, so.
Scum! Just total scum. Then I'm joking.
Total scum is right. So you know you can have a point for that. Why not?
Yeah, go Charlie.
My bad behaviour, it only fuels the fire.
Right, so next one we have I'm just sending it over to you now, Thom.
Yeah, we've lost Andrew, Bobbie. I'm terrible at this round because I can only just read. So
Fantastic. You
I
do
love this one. Well, I don't. It's awful, but
yeah, you have a shorter one. This one is: this does not mean that womanizers are more bishop. However, sexual arousal patties are much less related to womanizers' sexual ideologies than they are to manacles. In faction, they are nearly irrelevant to womanizers. We don't, I don't know what that word is, really understand the feminist sexual orifice, if it exists.
Oh my God, the feminist sexual orifice.
That's also a great name for a band. That's a wonderful name for a band. I'm a big fan of sexual arousal patties.
I want some shorts that say feminist sexual orifice across the back.
I want some that say that across the front. You know what I'm saying?
I'll make you some, babe. I'll make you a hat.
Yeah. Can it say slut on the back as well?
Actually, my favourite WWE pay-per-view.
Filthy.
All right, so this does not mean that women are more bishop. I don't know what bishop might be.
Did you know SpongeBob SquarePants got sacked for making sexual arousal patties?
Christ.
Sexual arousal patties are much less related to womanizers' sexual ideologies. I can't even read the words you've written. That's how bad this is going.
Identity, I think that one would be.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah.
And womanizers probably just women's, right?
Yeah, it's also a very good song by Britney Spears. Give it a listen. Yeah.
What women's? Women's by Britney Spears. Sexual arousal penis are much less related.
Penis, the word that comes before patties in the dictionary, yeah?
Oh, is it right before it in the dictionary?
So all the nouns are moved forward, so yeah.
Patterns.
All right, so it does not mean that women are more bishop, big bollocks, banter, bugger. Someone help.
This is really painful. Tom, you are one of these.
Bisexual!
Yes!
Yay!
I didn't get clues.
This does not mean that women are bisexual. However, sexual arousal. Am I one of these too?
Do we say patterns?
Oh yeah,
patterns. Yeah.
So sexual arousal and patterns are much less related to women's sexual identities than they are to men's. In fact, they are nearly irrelevant to women's. We don't really understand the female sexual organ if it is. Orgasm if it exists.
Nope.
I thought this was an orgasm denier. I really wanted it to be an orgasm denier.
Okay, if it's right, if I ever meet an orgasm desire, I am.
We're all orgasm desires.
If I ever meet an orgasm denier in person, I will prove them wrong on the spot.
Understand the female sexual
0 to 100.
They will accuse you of faking it.
Is it
orientation? Yep.
If it is. Wait, so is this entire comment? Men can be queer, women can't.
No.
No. This is first of all, I'm going to give you a point for that because you did get it right. Although I did have to give you a lot of help.
You gave me one clue that was very, very obvious, but it was only the one.
I got two.
Yeah. So,
love you. Sorry.
Yeah, this is in reference to a study on.
I threw out a terrible SpongeBob pun.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, you helped, Andrew. Well done. Good boy.
Help
Gold
morale.
star for Andrew.
Yeah, so this is in reference to a study undertaken at the University of Essex debunking the claim that bisexual men do not exist.
Of course.
Which I could have told you that. I fucked a lot of them. And I thought I was one until I realised I wasn't a man. So where's my research grant, Essex?
I fucked a few, but they always ghosted, so, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
No, sorry, ghost sets is well hot. It's fine.
Just masturbate.
just a horny poltergeist wanking me off in the corner. It's great. Not an image.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Yeah. So one of my favourite quotes from this article I've saved. It says, "It has always been clear that bisexual men exist in terms of self-identity and behaviour, but many, including myself, were sceptical about their ability to be sexually aroused to both men and women."
To prove, in order to go through with the deed of which is part of what bisexuality comes with, we need a pretty biological response, which is linked to sexual. Like, if I'm not sexually aroused to someone, how am I getting a lob on?
Like, my favourite bit was that this guy who got funding for this study somehow said that
in 2020 as well. If this was in like 2001, then fair enough. But this is not a new concept.
And he was like, bisexuality in women is uncontroversial. So just like, oh yeah, no, that's fine for you, but not for men. It
just sounds like they proved a bisexual man exists by just showing them gay porn and just going, he's got an erection, must be real.
Literally, pretty much, yeah. And he went on a long rant, right, where he was like, please read this study, we've released it for free, so you don't have to like pay the usual academic papers to read it.
Imagine having to pay to read this.
And he was like I've spent a lot of my own personal money to make sure this got out to the public, especially to you bisexual men. And I'm like, I think they knew they needed this study the least.
Like, look, I get days when I believe I don't exist, but that's disassociation. It's not sexual identity.
What was up? So at the end of that round, Kirstie's team are in the lead with 5 points, and Tom's team have 4. It's getting exciting here. Right, got one more round this section. That's Dickhead of the Month. So in this round, everyone, all the panelists, make a case for who they think should be nominated as Dickhead of the Month. They get a minute to make their case, and then we'll discuss it a little bit afterwards. So who should we start with? Kirstie, let's go with you first. Who is your Dickhead of the Month?
My Dickhead of the Month is Boris Johnson's new baby.
Old stuff.
Okay.
Fair play, Kirstie.
My argument is twofold. Firstly, it's kind of a preemptive Dickhead of the lifetime, because, you know, this child is inevitably, between its privilege and parents, going to grow up to be an awful piece of shit. And I will put money on the fact that it's going to go to Eton, walk into a 6-figure salary, never know what it's like to struggle, and then like get a column writing anti-Semitic things, probably. So this
by
is
the age of 10.
Preemptive for all of the racist and bigoted things it will obviously do as it grows up. But secondly, and most importantly to me as a person right now, is that it's like living proof that Boris Johnson fucks, and like the world is enough of a dumpster fire and hard enough to deal with without that mental image. So those are my points.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Kirstie, with 5 seconds to spare. Wonderful. Okay, so next one. Tom, why don't you go next? Get the team captains out of the way first. Who's yours first?
My Dickhead of the Month is the Rafe nuclei, specifically mine. That is the part of the brain which produces serotonin. Because quite simply, like mine worked at one point. It did the job right. But we've been in lockdown for 126 days, and now the only thing that seems to produce serotonin is video footage of racist politicians falling over like some kind of gammon you've been framed. Cats, but specifically, it used to be all cats. Now it's just like 1 or 2 types of cats, so I'm afraid that my Rafe nuclei has turned me into a cat racist. And third, I don't know, teenagers getting what's coming to them in horror films. Like that will never go away. If you're dumb in a horror film, I'm going to watch you get cut up. And it's just annoying because it used to work, and I've got medication which is meant to make it work, but it's not doing its job, and it's becoming quite debilitating. There's no more jokes. I'm just very sad.
Wonderful, Tom. Also, 5 seconds to spare. Have you coordinated this? Brilliant.
We don't coordinate anything. We don't coordinate our own show.
That's true. Okay, Raul, you're up. Who's your nomination for Dickhead of the Month?
My Dickhead of the Month is anyone who is currently using their time to hate on Prince Harry. because while I wouldn't particularly call myself a monarchist, I've seen a lot of people on my social news media feeds, and they're sharing memes about how like Prince Harry is under the thumb. His uncle is a paedophile, or how he's a snowflake now. His uncle is a paedophile, and people genuinely like hate his ethnic minority wife for giving him ethnic influences. His uncle is in a grooming gang. And really, I can't empathize with why people think Prince Harry chatting a lot of shit right now is in any way an important thing to like debate, because his uncle claimed he didn't sweat, or like Prince Harry making a positive judgment about Greta Thunberg because the judge in the Epstein case, his son was shot dead. But I guess I would say that it's not because I'm a lefty, not because I'm a snowflake, but because I empathise with Prince Harry, because Prince Harry, as British as he may be, is actually just the age-old Indian tale of a man who married outside of his culture to a wife who made him realise that what his mum and the rest of society thinks isn't that important. But
wonderful. And your time's up.
Of the story breaking into spontaneous song and dance like Bollywood films do, it breaks into spontaneous tabloid rage and social media rage like all great British stories do. And the best thing about framing Prince Harry's life as an Indian tale is we can gloss over that bit where he was dressed in swastikas.
Wonderful stuff. Strong case, Raul. Andrew, you're up next. Who is your dickhead of the month? Your time is starting now.
You might not have heard about mine because it's quite a localized news story, and it's localized to my flat. Because what's happened is the general manager at my dentist has struck me off the caseload basically. Because they say I missed 3 appointments. I don't think I missed 1 appointment. I've rang them 3 times to talk individually each time. And they say I've missed an appointment, and I haven't missed any appointments. And I'm telling you, Gene, I am coming for you, Gene. You've seen how much wine I drink, Gene. I need those dental appointments. Your name might not be Gene. Sounds like a dentist's name. It could be Clive, could be Patrick. Whatever your name is, I'm getting back in there, and you're going to fix my teeth. Or I could just find another. I could just find another dentist.
Andrew, we've been a double act for 3 years, and I know you very well, and I love you very much. You did not make those appointments, and I can tell you that for free. You just did not go.
No, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I didn't book any appointments, Gene. No appointments being done.
Excellent.
Yeah, there you go.
Excellent stuff. Okay, Charlie, you're up next. Who is your dickhead of the month?
Oh, okay. My dickhead of the month is me. I am a dickhead, like I just am, like everybody knows it. I've quite smugly quit smoking during lockdown, and I've taken up incense. I'm on 20 nag champa a day. And my housemates keep complaining that I've turned our house into a temple. I mean, at least I think that's what they're saying. I can't tell from all the act on their faces. But yeah, what else have I been doing? I basically can't learn. I can't grow as a person. I have a very terrible attention span. So people are often like, "Oh, Charlie, how's the salsa going? How's the ballroom dancing? Are we going to see you on Strictly soon?" And I'm like, I don't do salsa anymore. Actually, I'm doing Krav Maga now. Yeah, it's a form of military self-defense developed for the Israeli Defense Forces and single women in North London. And then people are like, "Oh, Charlie, how's the Krav Maga going? Have you broken any necks yet?" And I'm like, "Actually, I make my own organic honey for a farm in Somerset now. I've been stung several times. It's actually very hard to connect with bees." "Oh, Charlie, how's the organic unpasteurized honey going? Are we going to get a jar anytime soon?" And I'm like, "I don't do the honey." It's where you get this mantra and you just sort of say it over and over and over again, like, "I am a genius, I am a genius, I am a genius," and then you just make a film like David Lynch.
And your time's been up for like 30 seconds, but I was really enjoying that, so I'll let you carry on.
Are you exhausted? That's what I'm like.
That does help your case, to be fair. Yeah. Right, and last but not least, Bobbie, who's your dickhead of the month?
So my dickhead of the month is fat phobia. as a concept. Now, if fat phobia were to be embodied as a person, it would be the horrific love child of Katie Hopkins and Boris Johnson, based on what Boris Johnson has recently been saying, that before COVID he was too fat, and now he's trying to get the nation in fit shape for the second wave, which is, it's going to fuel fat phobia in the UK in a really, really bad way, because it's already really, really bad. So it's not really funny. I'm just angry about it. I'm just angry about it. Like, it's just not good, is it? So and they're going to be changing supermarkets around. So they're going to be getting rid of, like, is it like buy one, get one free offers on sugary items? They're going to be moving all of the sugary items out of the impulse section of a supermarket, which is near the till. Which is why it's called like impulse things. That they're going to be getting rid of all of that, whether it's to give larger people a bit more exercise, so they have to go back to the snack section. I'm not sure, but it's just a real mindfuck, because being larger in itself is not always an indication of ill health, and a lot of it stems down to various beauty companies trying to.
I think
I'm silent.
Government conspiracy. Silence.
We can't let people be anti-fat phobia to 16 people on the internet. Shut it down.
Bobbie, say something. I think you've gone.
Yeah, my internet went just as I finished my fantastic, completely improvised talk. Are you telling me that you guys completely lost that?
We could see you looking very passionate about what you were saying, but we just couldn't hear. Just the last little bit.
I didn't write anything down for that. I just off the top of my head, and I was so happy with it. And the fucking internet, right?
Bobbie,
in my new flat, the internet is fucking there. It's got no excuse.
Well, no, the
right
router's
next to
there. The internet's
box.
everywhere.
Oh, be quiet.
Bobby, would you like to change your dickhead to your internet?
No, I was really happy with my impassioned speech.
Yeah, no, that was really good. Like, we only lost like the last sentence or two, and you hit your time limit anyway, so that's fine. Thank you very much, Bobbie. I am leaning towards giving the points for Raul for that one, because I think he gave a very impassioned.
It's absolutely fair. Like Prince Harry in a Bollywood film is like the greatest image of all time. Like whatever that one is where they go like Euro tripping and then they fall in love and he's got to steal her off her father so she can't get married to someone else. That is, I want to see that with white boy Prince Harry. Whale dealer. I can't say it.
I want to see the dance number of everybody avoiding Prince Andrew.
Just everybody picking the mango but shuffling away.
Wonderful. Yeah, so I think I'm going to give Raul the full points there. I'm also going to give Thom a point because I really enjoyed. Felt sorry for the lack of serotonin.
Batering my way to the top. That's what I do.
So after that round, Kirstie's team are on 8 points and Tom's team are on 5. We're going to have another quick break now. We'll say we'll resume at 9:30. So yeah, just about 7 minutes break, and then we have the last 2 rounds, so we can wrap up. So yep, I'll see you very shortly. We'll still be here chatting shit. So if you have nothing else to do, listen to that. No, do it.
I've now got the name of that film in front of me, and I still can't pronounce it. Which it's I'm trying to give it a go. Dewale Dolhania Lee Jayenga?
I think you might have just got the first word wrong there.
Oh, that is way better than I thought. Diwali?
How do I spell Diwali?
That would make more sense. Diwale.
Yep, Diwali.
It's
just I didn't know it was like V, like German.
Even I know that.
It's like there's a significant difference between English pronunciations and Indian pronunciation. So if you're a white person saying Diwali as in Indian Christmas, it's perfectly acceptable to say Diwali. But if you're like Indian and you say Diwali, you get ripped for being fucking white. So.
Also, can I just point out, Tom just sounded really Welsh when he was trying to read that.
You did. Yeah.
Oh, that always happens at any time. Like Welsh sounds like Indian and Geordie combined.
Oh my God, you're right.
Whenever anyone tries to do Indian, Geordie, Welsh, and sometimes Jamaican, it just seems to be one of the other. Like it's never the exact one they're meant to be doing. It becomes one of the other three.
So Dilwali Dulhania Le Jayanga?
Dilwali Dulhania
Le Jayanga. White ginger, but French.
Wale
Oh, fuck's sake, Tom.
This bloody film.
Let's have a look at the comments. We got a lot of people are angry about the internet censorship of Bobbie's speech. Yeah,
be a second.
Free Bobbie.
Oh god. And who else we got? Oh, Quimby's here. Hello, Quimby. Lovely to see you. I say see you. You've just got the default profile picture that's just a disembodied head on a round thing. So,
do you mean a circle, Jonny?
Not quite a circle, more like an oval. But yeah, I think it probably is a circle, but half of it's cut off. Semicircle, I suppose, but it's kind of curved cut off. So Wemby says you are indeed a nerd, Sam. So Sam, you're a nerd. I think you'd already seen that, but just in case you hadn't, I wouldn't want you to miss out on this feedback. Wonderful titles. Oh yeah, so next round is going to be the great debate. So this one we do take audience comments and suggestions. So if you have any particular questions you want to ask any of the panel, you are welcome to do that, and we'll take them into account. The topic is going to be should wearing face coverings be mandatory in supermarkets? So yeah, I think of any questions surrounding that. I will not tell you who they're all going to be playing yet, because that could be a surprise for 4 minutes. So withhold that information for you. But yeah, have a little think as it's going on. If you've got any questions you want to ask, feel free to go ahead. Yeah, we might overrun a little bit tonight, so I do apologise. We'll try and be done for 10. Yeah, the last round never takes too long. So I'm pretty sure we'll be done for 10 as long as people are back in time. I do need to schedule these things better. Every time I always put a start time of 7, even though it's 7:30, so I just completely mistime everything. I'm looking at the YouTube stream rather than the actual Zoom chat, so I'm seeing people here who aren't here, and vice versa. I need to stop doing that.
What I like about having two screens, because I can see both.
Yeah.
But it does mean that like my YouTube is on this screen, but I'm watching you lot on Zoom chat.
Yeah.
Which means I spend the whole video looking kind of over everyone's heads when you watch it back.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm considering getting one of them when I move. That's not bad. I mean, yeah, I've seen just regular monitors going for that amount, so like regular 1080p HD stuff. Skewed. Who's very orange? You. Oh, that's really annoying. I keep forgetting no one can actually hear what Sam's saying, so I'm just talking to myself. Oh, good. Yeah, Kirstie, I'm really enjoying your outfit. Where do you get that bow tie from?
eBay.
Oh, nice.
I have not recently, I just have a little box full of bow ties that I never wear, because I never wear shirts with collars because they don't suit me.
Oh, you look very hot, Kirstie.
Thank you.
I agree.
Nice.
I'm in character. Because for the second month in a row, Johnny's given me a character. I have sort of an outfit that works for it. Like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm putting on one of my bow ties.
It's time.
And like, I have like many to choose from, and I very specifically chose this one because it's like rainbow stars, which is kind of our thing, but not quite. Close to our thing. It's the closest one to our thing I have. I might keep wearing it.
Good, it looks very nice.
Thank you.
Boop. Okie dokie.
I kind of want
just Tom and
other
Charlie?
people to start dressing up for the great debate, but I also kind of don't.
Like the great debate next, or
yes.
have we got right next? Okay, I'll do the same.
Cool. You have a minute to do so.
Hey, you know what, Jonny? It's so simple. I am. This is a PSA, guys. It takes less than a minute to put on a mask.
Oh, fantastic.
But I have to take my glasses off because I get too misty. I'm just hot.
I've started going for contact lenses for the first time in about 5 years because
I'm considering it, even though I have got very, very tiny eyes. I've also got very tiny ears as well.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they make tiny contact lenses for tiny eyes.
Tiny contact lenses for tiny eyes?
Just a little, just little ones, like children's eyes and stuff like that, you know?
I'll be honest, I've never looked at a contact lens and thought, fucking hell, that's huge.
You've never seen one of the you've never seen one of the hard glass ones. Then they're terrifying. The ones which are actually like glasses, but for your eyeball, they terrify me.
They sound traumatizing.
They are, but you need them. I don't need them, but if you've got particularly bad eyesight, just a couple of diopters below mine, they kind of become required because the flexi ones can't be as strong, basically.
That makes sense.
Makes sense. I think we're all back now, so let's continue on with the show. So we've got 2 more rounds to go. The next one is the Great Debate. This is one where panelists will debate a big topic that's been in the news a lot this month, or taking the roles of the characters which I assigned to them. So the topic this month is whether face coverings should be mandatory in supermarkets. The panel we've got today, we've got Kirstie Summers, who is a WHO spokesperson, World Health Organization. I forgot what it stood for a second.
Kirstie, are you dressed as Doctor Who?
No. But now that you say it, I can see why you think that.
Yeah, no, definitely
Very
works. Charlie is an anti-vaxxer. Bobbie is a mask, which is the whole mask gag. That wouldn't have made sense if you didn't know that.
It's not a gag. I can still talk. It's not a gag. Don't worry. I haven't got in my sex box.
We've got Raul, who is a Russian spy. Thom, who is the CEO of Antifa. And Andrew, who is coronavirus. So, thank you. Thank you all for joining us. So, start off. Who should we have to start off? Okay, Charlie, you can open this debate. So, do you think face coverings should be mandatory in supermarkets, and why? Why not?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm just starting now. I think it's good to start a debate with a Tibetan singing bowl, isn't it? I don't think they should be mandatory. No, I don't think that the disease is real. I think that it's a concept made by people who are aggressively against the freedom that we all have as individuals to die in our own time.
Solid argument, Charlie. Thank you. Kirstie, do you have any... what are your views on the mandatory wearing of face masks in supermarkets and other enclosed retail spaces?
It is absolutely a good idea for it to be mandatory to wear masks in public spaces. You might want to be free to die in your own time, but what you're also doing is killing other people, which you're not allowed to do. That is definitely a crime, whatever way you look at it. Where physical distancing is difficult, such as in shops and public transport, you should be wearing masks to prevent the spread of germs. It is absolutely 100% the World Health Organization's advice to put Bobbie on your face as much as possible.
Yeah, I very, very solid argument there. Bobbie, how do you feel about being mandatory to wear in supermarkets?
I completely agree with the WHO person. I was specifically designed to sit on your face. And if you're a grown adult, you'll find a way to fucking breathe. Also, I love a bit of shopping. I love shopping. Take me out. I'm going to just adjust myself. Don't mind me. I can't see now. It's better.
Thank you very much, Bobbie. Thom, what are your views on the mandatory wearing of masks in supermarkets?
Well, I originally wasn't going to answer any questions because the CEO of Antifa isn't actually a thing, but I realised that wouldn't be in the spirit of the game. So,
but Thom, you are the CEO
contrary
of
to
Antifa.
am I though? Contrary to popular belief, Antifa actually stands for anti-fascists, not anti-face mask. Otherwise, we would then just know ourselves as anti-FACMA. And face masks are not fascist, so therefore we are anti-FACMA. Because in fact, by not wearing a mask, you are actively killing other people against their will and when you're using an argument which is it's survival of the fittest, that is what I like to call watered down eugenics. So therefore that is actually fascist. So not wearing a mask is fascist. So anti-FACMA are in fact mask. So Antifa is anti-FACMA.
Beautifully put, Thom. Thank you very much.
Right? Spit in words.
As a mask, I'll have you know that spitting is strictly prohibited.
I mean, it's all right if you do it within the mask. Just don't do it in people's mouths.
No, don't spit on me, please. I'm but a humble mask.
So make sure you put Bobbie on your face, but don't use any spit.
I love how this turned into a let's objectify Bobbie session.
You're the one who Bobbie. You're the one who turned it into face sitting, not us.
Right. Thank you.
I've only done it once, and it didn't go very well. So but however, I have worn a mask more than once, and that went very well.
Can I recommend if it's not working for you, like you might be doing it wrong. The person wearing you might be doing it wrong. Like, try someone you fit better. You'll have better success.
Yeah, you've got to make sure that Bobbie covers your entire nose and mouth. Just like
this is an essential protective measure.
Get Bobbie right underneath your chin, right up to the nose.
Fuck this. Fuck you all.
Right, moving away from Bobbie for a second. Raul, have you got any comments on the mandatory mask wearing situation?
Shit, I need to get my accent right. Firstly, I don't know why I've got a list. Hang on. Firstly, I would like to say, coming from a country that values the heteronormative monogamous household that you guys discussing, sitting on each other's faces, spitting is fucking disgusting. But I would expect no less from this secret Antifa gathering that I am addressing here. So to all you rainbow-haired terrorists in attendance, you in attendance who are violently liberal, I would like to say, firstly, there is no more important thing than freedom of speech. We know this here in Mother Russia. This is why my points of information regarding the face mask will be 7 hours long. I expect you to pay full attention, otherwise you don't respect democracy or freedom of speech. Secondly, I would like to say I meant to be a Russian spy, but I don't know why I sound like I managed Tottenham Hotspur. Well, half like the manager of Tottenham Hotspur and half like a meerkat selling car insurance. With masks, I think it's important to note who you identify as, how you form your political opinion. So if you're a narco-conspiracist without political belief, then remember this is a government conspiracy to get you to obey. Don't wear a mask, maybe blow some shit up too or something. If you're far too center-left, remember, like you have always believed, the power is in the collective, and individuals who choose not to wear a mask are the enemy and must be killed. And if you're moderately right-wing, remember the left wing will literally kill you now if you don't wear your mask. So don't wear it on principle and kill all the people you see wearing a mask before they kill you.
Also, mask wearing makes you a lesbian. All of these people have been talking about one woman sitting on their face. So,
Charlie, don't threaten us with a good time.
Look, I didn't say it was enjoyable, okay? But, like, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I'm talking about wearing a face mask, okay?
Official WHO guidelines do say lesbianism is fine as long as you are appropriately social distancing.
So you've got to have a 1 meter long dildo. That's the only way you can do it.
They do those.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
There's a list of where you can get them on the WHO website now.
Hang on, Tom, hold that for. I think we cut Raul off a bit there. I wanted to see how that bit was going to end. So, Raul, do you want to finish? Do you want to finish that bit first?
It's kind of fucked now that there's been like an interruption. If I must say.
No, sorry.
I can try and end it, but it's never gonna quite. I mean, do you want to go for it? It's never gonna quite match for it. But if you can all pretend to laugh and be like,
I'm very good at pretending to laugh. I have worked with Tom B before.
Unnecessary.
Sure, Tom.
If you're far right, this is a multicultural conspiracy by the Jews to force all working class white men into the indignity of wearing a burqa. Shout out to Wiley. Also blow some shit up, not in a Muslim way. If you are a mask yourself, the so-called British civilized people, they did this exact same thing to ethnic minorities once upon a time. They want you to aid them. They want you to use you. They want to use you without your consent, like a slave, like an animal. So I recommend, Bobbie, you suffocate them. Suffocate them all of these bastards. The really most important thing for us is that Harry Kane stays with us, and next season we get back to the Champions League where we nobody mentions that report that literally came out that said we fucked up Brexit. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much, Raul. Tom, you had a point just before all that, and I slagged you off.
Cheers. Antifa would like to question how reliable Raul is as a Russian spy when they are both announcing themselves as a Russian spy and when accents is the first rule of espionage.
To be fair, I wasn't convinced by the Russian accent, so...
Like, if anything, the Geordie accent is a better spy.
I did not think I would meet such racism here. I am very, very upset.
Right. We've not heard from Andrew yet, so before we move on, I just want to quickly hear from Andrew's perspective. Andrew, what do you think about the mandatory face mask wearing in supermarkets?
Oh, it's me, coronavirus. I'm here. I'm fucking here.
I recommend everyone stay away from Andrew, please.
Oh, do some of that spitting like a punk in the 70s. You know what? You should always be wearing them masks. Not. Oh, I'm gonna. What? You know where they're wearing them fucking masks? I'll tell you where they're wearing them masks, in the dentist. I'm gonna go down that dentist and find the practice manager at that dentist. And I'm going to find them and I'm going to say, Gene, you need to give Andrew Marsh an appointment. I'm going to say, Mark. I'm going to say, Roy. I'm going to say, senior dentist Clive. You have to give Andrew Marsh an appointment. And don't you be wearing a fucking mask when you do it. And make sure you spit in his mouth, because he should get coronavirus. And everyone should get coronavirus. Everyone should have me.
You know, I never imagined coronavirus as the child catcher, but to be honest, it makes perfect sense.
Wonderful stuff. We've had a few questions coming through from the audience. So first of all, Quemby says, I don't even know if this was part of this round, but it works. So Quemby said, apparently surgical tape over the top of the mask stops you from steaming up. So Bobbie, how do you feel about being affixed to faces with surgical tape?
I'm into that. Yeah.
Bobbie's fine with it. I don't know if Kirstie has anything to add on the accuracy of that statement.
That's completely fine. It does help a little bit, but it has to be like right here underneath where the glasses. If you got over the bridge of your nose, that also holds it in place to stop it slipping down, because you do need to cover your mouth and nose at all times. And if you're wearing it on your chin, like, that doesn't help.
No.
It stops your glasses fogging up, but Andrew can get in your mouth then, and is that really what you want?
Yes.
Yeah. I just got one more thing to say. Cardiff 0, Fulham 2.
Amazing.
I would like to say, as the CEO of Antifa, that the surgical tape trick is recommended, but only if you write in Sharpie, Nazis are poo-poo heads.
Who guidelines state this is also fine.
Just a sidetrack there. Andrew, what did you say the score was?
Cardiff nil.
Raul, how does this affect your chances in the...
We have big investment in Fulham.
I'm going to come round, I'm going to infect the Arsenal team, and then they're going to infect your boys, and it's always going to be a horrible
time. People from Salisbury to his house, I will throw that bastard out of a window.
Lovely stuff. So we have a few more questions here. We got: is it okay to wear a mask you made yourself? Charlie, we've not heard from you for a while. What are your views on this? If you create your own mask, is that better or worse? How do you feel about that?
No, it's much worse. I think you should just be free. As we've established, the eyes are very dangerous. I think I can't remember who it was once said the eyes are the window to the hole, and we want to stop that wherever possible. You know, we just want to stop the family values and you know, I mean, obviously I don't vaccinate my children and they are probably going to die soon, but we still want to support, am I freezing? Family values.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the wind. Look, the spirits are strong and they're calling me and they're saying, no, you cannot use the wings of an Always Ultra pad and say that is somehow protecting you. I just feel that your lips must be free to speak freely, to be really respected as a human being.
Must be free.
I will not have my lips imprisoned.
One advantage of these homemade masks is that over at Antifa, we've actually seen a lot of cases of kind of like right-wing middle-aged mothers on Etsy, just kind of like making face masks with just like "this is oppression" written across the front of it, which is actually very helpful for Antifa because that is now how we identify oppressors.
Oh, great stuff. So just a question for Thom here. Thom, are you anti-fur or anti-fart?
Oh no, you should never be anti-fart. It's healthy. it's just healthy. Let it out. I mean, I'm not making fart jokes, but trumping feels nice. So
I have an anti-fart. She smelled terrible.
Oh, that was the SARS virus, wasn't it?
Andrew's fucking hand, man.
No, I love how we've got a combination of Andrew's hand and Rahul's forehead.
Wonderful. I just want to say we've got a couple of comments. Vicky Style says this is the official voice of COVID now. I'll never be able to unhear it. And Victoria Bliss said, yes, I'm even more scared of coronavirus now, but weirdly want to wear a mask all the time. So Bobbie, I think you've pulled.
I also absolutely
Fantastic.
I'm now going to picture coronavirus from now, like doing this as it like tries to creep into someone's mouth.
It's just putting its fingers up the mask and trying to just slip it in.
It's just anyone not wearing a mask. I'm just going to see Andrew's disembodied hand coming in like.
Coronavirus isn't real. It was just made up by some guy who won't go to the dentist.
As a spokesperson for the World Health Organization, I can assure you we actually have many global experts who can tell you that's complete horseshit what you just said, Charlie.
Your fear of the mouth should not be everyone's fear of the mouth.
Not fear of the mouth, it's the germs that come out of it, babe.
It's ironic when you say that when most anti-vaxxers fear God.
No, I fear the latex gloves of the dentist. I want his bare hand in my mouth. That's really what I'm looking for.
In fairness, I know exactly how you feel. I just want him to lean over, kiss me, and suck the tooth out himself.
On that note, I think we
Are
can wrap
you
it up.
Andrew's dentist? Is that why he doesn't go? Is he just avoiding you?
It feels that way.
Thank you very much for all your contributions. I think we've learned a lot about the issues here. That's a tough one to get points for, though. I think I'm gonna give. Who do you want to have points, audience? I
thought you were asking us because, like, we're the only ones who can actually reply to you without there being a delay.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, obviously, I want my team to have points. Why would you even ask me that?
I think you've all done really well. You can all have equal points, therefore making no change in the scores.
Yay.
5 points each.
Zero Jeopardy, my favourite kind of show.
I'm going to take the jacket off because it's warm, but I'm going to leave the bow tie on because I'm really enjoying it.
You got
Fantastic.
You got
It
one
looks
of those
good.
waiters in the buff.
Oh, it has shit.
What's that?
Oh, it looks. I don't know.
Just talk amongst yourselves. How's every?
Fine. So are we still streaming, or is it just the?
It looks like we're streaming, from what I can tell.
Yeah, but there's a 20-second delay in it.
There is, but it stopped a minute, and then it stopped another minute, and then I was going to message people to say we'll be back in a minute, and it looked like Sam beat me to it. And people are going, yeah, no, you're good.
All right,
in the comments. So
we're fine. Let's keep going.
Cool. Well, yeah, we'll keep going, and then if all goes to shit, tough. Right. So. Final round is the one we're most likely to get lawsuits from. Well, if you don't count all the J.K. Rowling transphobia bashing I did earlier, this is essentially scenes we'd like to see from Mock the Week, but not that because they probably own copyright on the very concept of that game. So if anyone asks, it was Andrew's idea. So this one I'm going to give you a few different topics, and then you just come in with your suggestions. Points go to whoever I like the most. So your first topic is cut content from the John Cleese live stream show.
John Cleese is a big old racist gammon, right? That's established. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. Then the Ministry of Silly Accents.
Okay, that was good.
I think he will cut out any opportunity for anyone to heckle because, you know, he doesn't want to get cancelled.
Any more?
I've got one. So here I am, a 70-year-old straight white male millionaire who, if I had tried to make it in this day and age, would have undoubtedly have been cancelled. And here I am on probably the most publicised show you've heard about this lockdown.
He did have to cut that bit where he tried to convince the audience that he was just as hard as Ross Kemp and then tried to fight Ross Kemp.
I feel like they're probably going to make him cancel all of his anecdotes from his trip to Epstein's private island. Yeah, he's actually on the list, guys. John Cleese, yeah.
I did not know that.
This is not a dead parrot. This is a dead prostitute. Is it that? Did he do the dead parrot sketch, or have I just totally...
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Next one is things they didn't say at the Brexit EU trade deal discussions.
It seems like a good idea, doesn't it?
What time's lunch?
Can we keep the cheeky girls?
But you can still have Lembit Opik.
Can you believe this all started with an argument about cod? How about...
Black Ops was the best. I've not played any of them. I don't know.
Brexit.
Who wants the bicycles in the Kellogg's multi-park?
Oh, I thought we were going down the same route of bullshit, Andrew. I appreciate it very much.
Okay.
They really haven't talked about anything. They've been assigning someone to help, like, split up the CD collection.
How about we keep Gibraltar as a sovereign territory under British law, and you can have 3 of my children.
Like, mate, I want us to get points, and like Boris Johnson definitely offered them. This is things they didn't say. Things like, let's make sure EU nationals living in Britain get treated fairly.
I can't wait for this future because it will really benefit my kids, who I love.
Right, next one. Lies Boris Johnson hasn't told.
I mean,
it's a tough one, isn't it?
Told literally every lie, right?
Not many. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I've got written down here what Boris would. A lie that Boris hasn't told. I'm a big supporter of the body count positivity movement.
Has he said to anyone, I have every intention of being a loving and attentive father to my new baby?
You're really worried about that baby, aren't you?
I mean, when it's like a month old, sure. Like, give it enough time to start saying racist things to the nanny and I won't care anymore.
I personally do not believe...
Has he done the Spike Lee one where he's got... Oh, no, not Spike Lee, Spike Milligan. I'm getting all my spikes confused. Shut up.
Spike Lee and Spike Milligan are so
Has he done the Spike
different
Milligan
as well.
one where he's... so different.
I'm sorry, I'm so distracted by the idea of Mo Better Blues directed by Spike Milligan.
I was going to say something awful then, like I don't see colour, but then I remembered I'm not an anti-vaxxer anymore. No, what I was going to say is, I think, did he do the Spike Milligan lie? I was never ill.
There's probably more. There's not. He just lies so much. He's told every lie. He's told all the lies.
Okay, we'll move on to the final.
I wasn't lying. Is that one?
Right, we'll move on to the final one. This is the last chance to get points. This is bad social distance holidays TripAdvisor reviews.
Oh no,
the reviews.
We thought it was a hoax. My husband said he knew it was the government trying to get us to wear masks because we were ugly. So we booked a holiday to Milan to do some investigative research of our own. Within days of landing and reaching the hotel, we all got it. They're all dead. My husband, twin 2-year-old boys. And now I sit here in hospital typing away with what little strength I have, ready to join my loved ones. It's not a hoax. It's not a hoax. What it also is not is the fault of the staff at the Milan Super Waterslide Park. And we'd like to thank them for ensuring we had such a great time before we started.
I mean, that was beautiful, and part of me just like, should
someone
we
else follow that?
No, no one wants to follow that. No,
I think we can leave that there unless anyone's got any last minute ones. It is also nearly 10, so I'm keen to wrap up because I'm aware you all have wanks to do.
I've got one quickly.
Wank?
Yeah, quick wank. I've got a quick wank quickly. Had a lovely time. All sorts of activities available. Orgies, paragliding, buffets. Risk of being hunted and murdered in purge-style attack. A lot less likely than once was. A real concerted effort to improve the welfare and stay of their guests. Will return 5 stars. A bat in Wuhan 2020.
1 star. I was trying my best to enjoy my holiday with no mask so that I could get a beautifully tanned chin. Unfortunately, the experience was ruined by a Yorkshire man pretended to be the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Jam Man, putting his fingers in my mouth.
I've got to go, places to be, bats to see, goodbye.
I do enjoy that a comment came up as we were saying that says, yay, wanks.
Of course, that was Victoria as well. Yeah.
Wanks are just a bit boring. There's so much better things to do with your time. Not the popular opinion. Sorry. Right. Okay.
Right.
The only way I can get to sleep.
Just take. There's other ways, probably.
I mean, it's
always
probably. No point.
Wanking seems healthier than like developing addiction to codeine.
I mean, if you can do both, you're going to have a better time than doing one on their own.
No, because you'd have a numb dick from all the codeine. Like,
You have to get, I guess, just the right amount of codeine.
If you're doing both, you're going to be slow to wake up. I know that much. You're going to be very drowsy when you get back up.
Right, we have lost several viewers now, so I'm going to start wrapping this up.
Oh, sorry, the codeine wanks should scare everyone off.
Someone's come back.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I'm
They really needed to hear about the codeine wanks.
Maybe they did. Right, that is the end of the show. Before I announce the final scores, I just want to thank you all for watching. If you would like to support the wonderful people on your screen tonight, you can do so by donating to the PayPal link, which is in the comments and the description. You can also subscribe to our Patreon. Every month, the acts do get a cut of our Patreon money. So whichever one of them you do, the acts will benefit from that. And also, you can check out all of their social medias and other projects they've got going on in the description of the video. You can donate to Charlie's coffee. I don't know how it's pronounced. I've always called it coffee, but apparently it's coffee. I don't know.
I've heard it like 4 different ways.
Yeah, you could. You can give Charlie George money if you click on a link. Like, what more do you need in life?
And she'll write you a letter.
Okay, so now that we're wrapping up, we've gone up to 16 viewers again. What's going on? It's like, yeah, sending. I want to catch them off.
It was just like, we're having a great time, but I don't want any of that anti-wanking propaganda.
Wonderful stuff. Okay, so the final scores are Tom's team have 14 points and the winners are Kirstie's team with 17 points.
You know what? That's way closer than I thought it was going to be, so I'm happy. That's fine.
I liked that there was a bit of like back and forth. It was quite tight in the middle there. Enjoyed that.
It was good. Yeah. I was very. This was a very hard one to mark. You were all wonderful. The role players. This has been. I've really enjoyed this one. Thank you for coming on the show. We'll definitely have you back. So our next show is on the 31st of August, where we will be discussing the news events of the next 4 weeks, including silence face masks to become compulsory for all anti-maskers, Boris Johnson to announce weekly clap for coppers event, and J.K. Rowling threatens legal action against Blizzard Comedy for repeatedly calling her a transphobe for being a transphobic dickhead. Thank you for watching. Good night. I'll see you next month.
Bye.
Sam, you can end.